Okay, we're back, guys. Oh, I have to sign in again. Interesting. Hold on. We're back, we're back. I just have to sign into Twitch. That was weird. That was suspicious. Everything was fine yesterday. Like, I didn't sign out. Let me just get my verification code. So yeah, like I ended stream regularly yesterday. I didn't sign out or anything. All right. Okay, we should be good. The date is June 21st, right? Summer solstice. Hello, Andre. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm better than ever. I think the alerts work now. Onesie fella, thank you so much for 6 months. Thank you for your 6-month sub. I realized earlier someone followed and the alert didn't go off and I was like, oh, maybe I missed it. Maybe I just missed the follow. Oh, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Diamonds in the sky. Swan, it works. It works. Good. I'm glad. Now that deserves a drink. That deserves a celebratory drink. Riker with the 5. We've got to make sure that it works, okay? And Onesie Fella, thank you for your sub as well. Maple, thank you for the bits. Thank you for bringing us into a hype train. Okay, it works. It works. Eureka! We got it working. We got it set. So perfect. Thank you so much, guys, for the level 2 hype train. This deserves a drink. Also, I wouldn't have known if Onesie Fella didn't subscribe. So thank you for your subscription, Onesie Fella. Psycho Fusion, welcome in Psycho. Welcome in Super. Hi, long time no see, Super. I hope you've been well. Swan, thank you for the bits as well. Riker, thank you for the 5. Let's go, Riker. Commander Riker, #1. Tech issues? Story of my life, Bonnie. Oh yes, let's go. We've got some tips on the board. Just the tip? Just the tip? Bonnie, listen, it would not be an Anne stream if there wasn't technical issues. I swear I'm not tech savvy. Like, I don't know. Like, if something could go wrong, it will go wrong on my stream when it comes to tech. So, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Riker got you out of the transporter buffer. You are back. What time is it and where are you? There might be some chrono displacement. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We checked it out, Nick. But yeah, Bonnie, story of my life. Refresh. And I don't know, I got signed out of OBS for some reason. I don't even know how these things happen. Like, I had a perfectly normal stream yesterday. Everything was golden. Let me get a drink. I'm excited for this one. Is this a skirt or a skort? This is a skirt. It's like a tennis skirt, Riker, and it has built-in shorts underneath. But it is a full skirt. I could do the Marilyn Monroe, like, the whole Marilyn Monroe thing. But it has shorts. So it's actually like a tennis skirt. I have it in black as well. But yeah, it's actually a full-on skirt. Just with built-in shorts. If you knew better, welcome in first-time chatter. So apparently the fireman cosplay didn't put out The future fires. Nope. Nope. We've got to be careful, okay? Only you can prevent forest fires. The tips work. Riker, just the tip? Just the tip? It does work. Thank you, Riker. Now we know everything works. The bits work, the subs work, and the tip works. So, we're good. Okay. Look what I have. It's so pretty. Sparkling plum sake. So, umishu is plum. So, sparkling plum sake, 5% ABV. I feel like this would go really nice. I mean, it's a product of Japan. Like, do they make anything that's bad? Anything with, like, poor quality? No. Okay. They're usually perfectionists. So, I have a good feeling about this, although I have never tried it before. This is Japanese. This is sake. It's sparkling plum wine, or plum sake. It's product of Japan. And it's from Kobe. Like, you know where Kobe beef comes from? So that's where it's from, Kobe. Daniel Wong, welcome in. Well, yeah, but I feel like with China, they make some good quality things and some bad quality things. So, it all sort of depends. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. We know the alerts work. South Central Japan. Kobe. I've been there before. I actually went to Kobe and I had some Kobe beef. I went to a restaurant there for Kobe beef. Because I mean, well, when in Rome. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Choo-choo! Thank you guys for that lovely hype train. So, we're gonna see. To tech issues, to solving all of our tech issues, okay? To preventing forest fires, to summer solstice, and to good friends and company. Cheers, chat. Thank you for hanging out with me on a lovely summer solstice. Or winter solstice, for that matter. Cheers. Oh, it doesn't really taste like plums. It does not taste like plums. It tastes like sake. It tastes like sparkling sake. I don't really taste a hint of plum at all. They must have used plum for it, but it doesn't really taste like fruity at all. How good was the beef? And oh my god. It was like butter. The marbling in the beef was unbelievable. Melted in your mouth. They gave very small portions, though, of the beef, because it is quite expensive. And I remember after... Riker! Why 28, Riker? To beat Gertie! Riker, she might show up today. She might show up today, Riker. Then what are we gonna do? Then it's gonna be a full-on battle. Thank you so much, Riker, for now we really can call you number one. We can call you number one. Sub wars. I love a good sub war. So there we go, number one. Cheers. Thank you so much. Gertie will see it and top it. I know, she loves a good competition. So, I love that Riker, and I love that Riker's competitive too, because Gertie loves to play with other, like, viewers. She loves a good competition, so this should be fun. But yeah. What would I do if I won the lottery? Smash Riker as the #1 sub gifter? Oh, let's go. Let's go, Mr. Cairo. For real, though. Exclamation Discord. Come on in, the water's fine. Hang out in the Twitch waiting room and I will drag you in. Whoever wants to talk about, have you really thought about what you would do? We got a bean down. A nut down. Have you thought what you would do if you won the lottery? Would you buy a house, property? Would you buy a school, and for a good cause? Would you solve world hunger? Like, 5-second rule. Becca would kill me. But we have one person waiting in the wings. Perfect. Good timing. Good timing. Tomorrow's the dating stream? Yes, Maple. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. Here. And we're going to be doing a dating stream. I think a little bit later. I need your help picking out what I should wear tomorrow for the e-dates. I'm going to be the star of the show. And it's like a speed dating sort of situation. It's a battle royale style. So I'm going to be dating a lot of people, and I want to look my best, you know? Now that's the 15-second rule. Well, Riker, the alcohol will kill it. Cheers. Cheers to trying new things. Cheers to being adventurous when it comes to our food. Welcome in, first time chatter. I have had shepherd's pie. I love it. Cottage pie too is good, but I love shepherd's pie. Filthy rebel. I take it you're from the UK or Ireland. You're probably from somewhere around like the UK or Ireland. We get to help with the clothing. Yes, I need your help. I have to figure out what to wear. I want to look my best tomorrow. So, I'm from Texas. Oh, really? Interesting. Cottage pie is like a very European pie. Rebel in the name, probably Irish. Nobody really calls it cottage pie in North America. But yeah, a fellow Texan, yes. Saturn is from Texas as well. Are you watching YouTube chat? What on YouTube, Riker? What about YouTube? And will be stunning. Thank you. I expect to see you here tomorrow, Daniel Wong, 9 p.m. Eastern, for a lovely collab stream. It's going to be a special production where I'm the star of the show. All right. I'm going to bring on my first caller of the night. Wait, you don't hear Spotify at all. Why didn't you hear Spotify? I have to reconnect it. Okay. All right. Now we do, yes. I must have lost Spotify when I had to sign in and sign back out again. Streamy time. Kill the filmer. 'Tis streamy time. Welcome in. Welcome. All right, we have our first guest of the evening coming on. I thought that maybe you were also streaming on YouTube. Sometimes I see you talking about that. Someone said, but I never saw the statement in chat. Oh, Riker, I post all of my VODs on YouTube. So if you ever miss a VOD, chat, you could always tune into my YouTube channel, and all of my VODs are posted there from the very beginning of when I started streaming 3.5 years ago. All right, so you can kind of see the evolution of Anne, an Anne-volution, if I may. Gucher, welcome in, and Bofa Legend, hello, hello. So Cheers. Anne from high school? Ah, a wee little Anne. Anne from 3.5 years ago when I first started streaming. When I first started streaming, it was in December 1st, 2021. And I didn't even have a stream room at that time. I was in my hallway streaming in front of my Christmas tree, opening up advent calendars. That's how I first started streaming on Twitch. And I love to open up advent calendars every year. It's a tradition. Even before I was streaming on Twitch, I've been doing it for like a decade. And I thought I would just start opening them on Twitch. And I still continue that tradition every year. The whole month of December is dedicated towards advent calendar unboxing streams. It's kind of a big deal. Timeless. I'm timeless. Thank you guys. You guys are too sweet. Cheers, cheers. Happy Saturday. Okay. So, without further ado, I don't want to keep my guest waiting. Let's get this show started, shall we? Greetings and welcome in the real Mr. Cairo.
Hey there. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing? Happy Sunday, Mr. Cairo. I hope you're trying to keep cool at least.
Oh, I'm very cool. Very cool. Temperature-wise, at least. Yeah.
You're sitting with the air conditioning unit?
I am, yes. It's right behind me. I had to turn it off because it was so cold in here. But yeah, it's not many people have got it in the UK. Certainly not central air or anything like that.
Right.
We're not used to like 28, 29 degrees temperatures up here.
You don't need it, really. Why would you need central air conditioning if it's such a rarity to use it?
True. It's very true. But I mean, I used to work from home in a little box room in the corner that used to get sun. So that's why I bought it. You know, it's brilliant in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah. Also good for your computer parts as well. I think it's not good to have your computer cook. Yeah. It's better to have low humidity and it can get damp in the UK. It's better to have low humidity
oh, yeah.
and cooler temperatures for your computer electronic parts.
Yeah, it doesn't usually, get that hot here, so that's an issue, but well, the way global warming's going, you just never know where it's going to go these days.
Right. So, Mr. Cairo, have you given any good thought? I know you've been playing a lot of trivia lately, and so kudos for winning trivia at work, and you got half a day off of work as your prize, which is amazing. I kind of feel a little responsible for that, and I'll pat myself on the back.
Well,
I'll take a little credit for that.
Certainly partially responsible for it. I mean, I love trivia quizzes. I love them. I just love them now.
Right.
I mean, I think it helps if you're old, as I am, where you've experienced life, you've read a lot of books, you've seen a lot of TV, you've experienced a lot of things. That helps, Really does.
That is true.
Trivia quizzes.
A wealth of knowledge.
Exactly.
So have you given any proper thought to, if you won the lottery, what would you do with the money? Would you tell your family? Would you keep it a secret? At least here in North America, I think you have up to 1 year to claim the prize. And what I feel like some people do is they wait until like the last week to go and claim it. That way, it sort of dies down a little bit, like the hype of it all. And so some people, that's like a strategy that they use. What would you do if you won the lottery?
I mean, it very much depends on how much you win, obviously. I mean, recently in the UK, in Europe, the Euro Millions lottery was £200 million. And in the UK, if you win the lottery, it's tax-free.
Same as Canada.
But it's not tax-free if you give your family or anyone money. So basically, when it was 200 million, I put 4 lines on, 4 lottery draws on. And I would say, if I won, I would say that that was a family ticket. 2 lines for me, 100 mil, thanks very much. 50 mil for parents, 50 mil for my sister. Because, I mean, I dread to think what the tax would be like if you give somebody £50 million in the UK. They'd probably take the majority of it. So that's the first thing I'd do, is definitely make sure my family and my sister, my mum and dad are sorted. And whether, you know, when you said, have you thought about it? I think about it constantly. I have internet browser lists of properties that I would buy, ordered in like cash value, depending on how much I'd win. I am prepared. I like to make a plan.
I am
That's
prepared.
kind of my thing. I really am. I mean, it's kind of my thing. It's kind of my job to make plans, to prepare for things that happen. So I've prepared extensively, and I know exactly what I'd do now if I won. Let's say that 200 mil, and I took that 100 mil for myself. I know exactly what I would do.
Okay, hold that thought. Welcome in first-time chatter, Keeler. Welcome. Yes, you may ask me a question within reason. Happy summer solstice if you are celebrating in the northern hemisphere here. And Big Tom, welcome in Big Tom. And Andrew Watford, hello Andrew. And yeah, it's tax-free in the UK and tax-free in Canada if you win the lottery. So, which is a little interesting because Canadians pay a lot of taxes normally. And why it's tax-free for the lottery, I don't know, but it is. Hi, Giga Chad, welcome in. My accent is so cool. Thank you. Where are you from, Giga Chad? So, okay. So your job is to kind of be a planner. I feel that because I actually get a lot of enjoyment out of planning trips and events and different things myself. So I totally understand. I'm not to the point where I am downloading properties on different browsers and saving them with different price points.
Obsessive. Okay.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I mean, call it what you will, but I'm not at that level. Hi, Will Dreams, welcome in. The lottery is tax-free because it is run by the government. Oh, so there you go. That's why. And so, Will, is the lottery in the U.S. not run by the government, and that's why it is taxable? Does that solve the answer? Because we're wondering, why is it tax-free? Yeah.
I mean, you'll hear those stories of the Powerball winner who gets 1.3 billion, but they walk away with like 200 million.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it seems excessive for tax, though. Yeah,
it does seem crazy. Still a good win, but I mean, it just doesn't seem right.
Right. Okay. So, where would you move? Let's say you won 100 million. 100 million pound.
Let's say.
What would you do? So you had unlimited funds, basically.
You see, I tend to get, let's not say obsessed, but let's say entranced by certain things. At one point I was entranced by New York penthouses. You know, these like $50 million penthouses on the top of a skyscraper in New York. What a place to live, amazing. But I've moved on from that now. I had a property in mind in rural England. Very countryside, beautiful place, 60 acres. Unfortunately, somebody bought it before I won the lottery, so that's out the window. Now,
Rats.
I know. Unbelievable.
Okay.
No, I'm weirdly obsessed with sailing boats, yachts.
Do you know how to sail?
What I would do.
Do you know how to sail, or?
I know how to sail, but I've never actually done it. You know, I know the theory behind it, let's say. So, I mean, what I would do, I would head straight to the south coast, Southampton, to this company called Oyster, who make stunning yachts. 60-foot yacht, Oyster 595. That's the one I'd get. But unfortunately, it takes about 18 months to 2 years to build that for you. I mean, obviously, you can buy one that's pre-built. But I would take those 2 years, 18 months, 2 years to learn how to sail, to learn about mechanical engineering and electrical engineering, because you need to know that when you're solo across the Atlantic on a boat, because things go wrong and you need to be able to fix it. I've weirdly thought about this way too much, but that's exactly what I do. Oyster 595, 2 years, and then I just head off down south, head to the Med, sail around Greece, head across the Atlantic, Barbados, Bahamas. I really, really, really want to do that.
So I follow this one guy on TikTok. He's from the US. He's from Washington State, from Seattle. And he was a slave to his job. He was a parts manager, like for an automotive company. Okay. Guys, I really didn't want to hear that news. That really sucks.
Oh dear.
I don't know any of the details. Keeler, thank you for the follow. I don't know any of the details. And I don't want to get political. I really don't want to get political. I feel for everybody. And yeah, it is terrible. Again, I don't know any of the details, guys, so yeah. Yeah. So we're going to change the subject. Saturn, you're right. We're going to change the subject. It's probably going to come up a lot tonight since it just happened. But we're going to change the subject, okay? Because I don't know any of the details and I really can't speak of it because I don't know anything. So yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to put a downer on it there. But I mean,
yeah, it definitely does, right?
Well-deserved downer.
It definitely, it is a well-deserved downer. It is. I really didn't. I thought. I don't want to. I'm not even going to open my mouth right now. Actually, I'm not even going to open my mouth because it's just going to bother. It's just going to piss me off if I start opening up my yap. And I told you so, or like shoulda, coulda, woulda, like all that stuff is irrelevant now. We just have to focus on. We just have to focus on getting through this together. Everybody has to get through this together. Because now it is a global issue. It is a world issue now. And so, unprecedented times, chat. Unprecedented times. I want to talk about cheese. Mountains of it. Yep. Mountains of it. Shy. Let's keep it out, Shy. Let's keep it out because it's so easy to get dragged into that shit. And I don't want to get involved in it. I mean, you know. So.
Well, you're not a political stream. You know,
I'm not. I don't even know really what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And you're not even American.
No, I'm not. Yeah. So there's that. There's that. So yeah. I am not the person to I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl, guys. So cheers. Yeah.
Can we get back to my fantasy life?
Let's get
that I will never happen?
Let's get back to your fantasy. Let's have you live your fantasy, Mr. Cairo.
Let me verbalize this for you. Okay. I mean, on YouTube, I just came across a video of this dude who just sailed across the Atlantic on a 30-foot boat, like an old boat, but just by himself. And I just became kind of, again, not obsessed, more entranced by this life of just sailing across oceans and throwing your anchor down at this
Oh, yes.
desert island and catching a
Yes.
lobster.
Yes. Thank you for getting me back on track, Mr. Cairo. I was kind of out of it for a second. I was talking about this guy who's in his mid 30s. He was working as a parts manager for like an automotive company. He felt like he was a slave to his job. Okay, he cashed in his 401k, which is his retirement, his pension.
Yeah.
He cashed in his pension and he bought a boat. I wouldn't even call it a yacht. He bought a sailboat. It's like, I don't know, like a 40-footer. Okay. Nothing too extrav. You know, just like a 40-foot sailboat. And he quit his job and now he is living the dream. He is sailing around the world. It's a schooner. Is a sailboat? But
Is a sailboat. Yeah.
Is it? Okay, he bought a schooner. And his name is Phoenix, by the way. You can check him out on TikTok. I can just tell he's a good guy. I don't know. Something about him. Anyway, he's traveling around with his cat. He has a tortoise shell cat, a female tortie, on the boat with him. And he left from Seattle to Hawaii. He sailed all the way to Hawaii. That was his first across the Pacific.
I bet he went to French Polynesia after that, didn't he?
He hasn't left Hawaii yet. He just got there a couple of weeks ago. They had a big welcoming party for him. He's going to travel around the world, but also enjoy the time when he gets there. So he's not going to be in a rush to move. So he's taking his time in Hawaii right now and preparing for his next adventure. But he is planning to basically sail around the world with his sailboat. And he's living the dream. And he's an inspiration for so many people that are just trying to leave the rat race and leave the monotony of their daily job and just do what they love, because, you know, nothing is promised to you and time is limited, and just fucking do what you love.
That's exactly my dream. But my boat happens to be like a £4.5 million 5-star hotel.
Would you
with sails, you know?
Would you do it on a little sailboat, on a 40-foot schooner?
I mean, everyone I watch has done that. I've seen people like on a 30-foot boat or even smaller sail across the Pacific on these things. And it takes a lot of moxie to do that kind of thing, because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, these days you've got radar, you've got all kinds of like tech that tell you where all the storms are coming from and where the winds are blowing from, so you can prepare and all that kind of stuff. I mean, That's exactly what I want to do. Head across the Atlantic, Barbados, Bahamas, and then go through the Panama Canal, straight across to Hawaii, then down to French Polynesia, Tonga, Fiji. God damn.
Exactly. And I love that he brings his cat along too. And by the way, Swan, he's leaving his cat on the ship, like on the boat. He's not taking her off. He doesn't want her to be exposed to anything. And so he's sleeping on his ship, on his boat every night with his cat. And then during the day, he's just kind of out and about doing his thing while she sleeps. But he's also limiting the exposure. The cat is really not being introduced to many people, because I don't think he wants to, expose her to different things. But yeah, so there's that too. But honestly, it's been kind of terrifying to follow his adventure. I think it took him about 20 days to cross the Pacific to get to Hawaii. And it seems like every single day he was doing a check of his boat. There was something that went wrong every day, sometimes major, sometimes minor. But it seems like if you don't keep a close eye on your boat, like, you will be down Schitt's Creek without a paddle.
That's exactly why I said, that sort of 18 months, 2 years for them to build my perfect boat. I would learn all about mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, because if you don't, you're going to be in the middle of the Atlantic when something fails, or the Pacific, and you've just got to figure it out as you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cats are bad luck on ships. Navy tradition. Really? What can you have on a ship then? No animals at all? Why would a cat be bad luck? I know you introduced yourself already. Kindly. Thank you so much. You said you had a question for me earlier. What was your question? Women are bad luck on ships too. That's why I'm not on one.
Yeah. No,
Also,
no
I
thanks.
probably wouldn't be able to do that. I would have to go with somebody who, I mean, he obviously knows how to repair things as it being like a parts manager and everything, right? So he knows, because you would have to learn the ins and the outs of how to fix any issues that arise on a boat, right? I probably
I
wouldn't be
mean,
able to do that
it's
unless
not
you
even
gave
just
me
that, though.
years of experience. Yeah. Okay,
It's a total
Saturn.
different world. I mean, you would imagine the fastest you can go in a boat is when the wind's behind you, but it's not. It's come from 90 degrees to your side.
Mm.
It pushes you against the water, which propels you forwards. It's an interesting thing to watch. I mean, there's a ton of people on YouTube who bought boats, did exactly what your guy did. You know, cashed it all in, bought a boat, and just troll around the world. You know, they just drop anchor at a little island in the South Pacific somewhere, catch a lobster, eat it on the beach. Yeah, watch the sunset. Yeah, it sounds brilliant to me.
Yep, it does. It sounds like heaven. Now, okay, so we know what you would do for yourself in terms of
Mm.
buying a nice property, New York penthouse, some acreage in the UK on some nice like countryside, or buying a boat. Have you given any thought to um, any humanitarian aid that you would give?
That's always there in the background, you know.
Right.
When you're suddenly on the rich list,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you've got to take care of yourself, especially if you're not rich when it happens. You know, if you start rich, obviously this is a big part of you. It must be a big part of your life. You know, philanthropy, all that kind of stuff. But if you're on like 30K a year, and all of a sudden you've got 100 million in the bank, you got to take care of yourself to start with.
Right.
I mean, for me, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. That's one side of it which I'd never really put much thought into it. But it'd be animals, not people, to be
Mm.
honest. It would be in the UK the RSPCA, you know, Royal Society for Protection of Cruelty to Animals.
It's like the
I would
Humane
drop,
Society. Yeah.
yeah, I'd drop them a couple of mil. So, you know, you're welcome.
Heck,
That
you
kind of
could
stuff.
you could open your own animal sanctuary. I know you like cats. Would you open like a cat sanctuary? Because also, I feel like at least here in North America, a lot of the cats, there's an overpopulation, and some of these really good healthy cats just can't find homes. And
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm more of a dog person, but because I
oh,
live alone,
hmm.
I was a cat person because it's
Ah.
not fair to leave a dog, you know, at home while you go to work and stuff. So cats don't give a shit, do they? You know, if you're there or not, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
Hi Snickers Dad, welcome in, welcome in.
I don't know. What I would do is, you know, there's only so much money that you need. I reckon in my travels across the world on my amazing boat, I would probably determine how much money I need to do that. And then the rest of it, you know, give it away. But you've got to be worried. You hear these stories of these charities, things like PETA, where the money tends to go to the people who are running the charities rather than to the cause themselves.
Yeah,
So you've
that's
got to
true.
put a
That's
bit
why
of
I would like
effort
to open up my
into.
own. Then I would know how the money is distributed evenly. Hold that thought.
That's a good
Sweetback,
idea, yeah.
welcome in. You're tuning in from the beach. Well, cheers. If you like pina coladas. Cheers, Swede. I hope you're enjoying your vacation on the beach. Thank you for tuning in, thinking of the stream while you're on your vacay. That's very, very sweet of you. Swede. So thank you so much for the bits. Cheers. I'm drinking a Japanese plum sake. Mm. James May from the UK show Top Gear was talking about doing an animal sanctuary. I love Top Gear, but I don't know who is James May the main guy?
Clarkson's the main guy. Then there's the little guy, which is Richard Hammond. Then there's the other guy, which is James May.
Okay, so I don't know who James May is. I only know like the main guy. The main guy. But yeah, I think an animal sanctuary that you run yourself. That way you know how the money is distributed, and because a lot of the time if you are giving away to charities, only a small portion actually goes towards the cause. A lot of the other costs go to like paying employees and taxes and this and that and like administration fees, and only a minute amount actually goes towards the cause.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to drop 10 mil on a charity, you really want to know where that money's going.
Precisely. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're talking about an animal sanctuary that you run yourself, I mean, there's a guy, I don't know where he's from, Greece or somewhere, where he quit everything, and he basically all the street dogs, he took them all in, and he has like hundreds of dogs, and he looks after them himself. I mean, if you're going to do it yourself, that's a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go jaunting around the Pacific on your sailboat if you've got 500 dogs to look after.
Well, that's true, yes. You would have to hire someone. You could own it and run it and call the shots, and then hire help along the way to do all the hands-on stuff, right? You can just go in for a good cuddle once in a while and throw out some treats and just, So, James May...
a couple of hundred dogs, yeah.
Exactly. James May is the older guy who drove slower than the others. He had white hair. Oh, I see. Yeah, I only know the other salt and pepper, heavier salt and pepper guy. You know what I mean? Full head on him. Full head of hair on him.
You're probably thinking of Jeremy Clarkson.
I think I am thinking of Jeremy Clarkson. That name sounds familiar. And he always says the boot. Like the trunk of the car is the boot, and that always...
It is the boot.
Yeah. So you call it the boot too?
We do. That's what we call it in the UK, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're on a yacht, that's the transom. Hey, I've got all the technical terms down.
You're almost ready. You're almost ready, Mr. Cairo. Welcome
I've done
back,
every
Saturn.
single thing apart from buy a boat.
Right. Well, you just need the cash flow. Now you just need to win. Now here. Oh, I wanted to ask you one last thing. So you fantasize, you plan about winning the lottery, but how often do you really play? If you don't play, you will never win, right?
Oh, I play when it gets interesting. On the UK lottery, even when it first started, it used to be a lot higher than it is now. But then some Canadian company bought it, apparently, no offense. And they added some numbers to it to make it harder to win.
Oh.
Now, the Euro Millions, you've got to get 5 numbers and 2 like other numbers. And it occasionally gets to 150 million plus. And that's when I start putting money on it. I mean, who wants to win 10 million? I'm interested in 150 million plus. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree.
I don't do it all the time, though, because you win it so frequently. And the worst thing about it is, I sleep a couple hours here, a couple hours there, and I wake up in the night, I look at my phone. My phone says, Euro Millions, you've won a prize. But you can't log into the website to see your prize until like 6 a.m. So you have to go back to sleep for 4 hours thinking I might have won 100 million here.
And what did you win? $5?
It's usually £3.80. In fact, it's always £3.80 so far, unfortunately.
So, 10 million chump change, pish posh, mishmash. We have an app. So we have an app, and you can take the lottery ticket and just scan it with a QR code. or like a barcode.
Oh, I play it all on the app. I don't buy
Yeah,
any
and then
actual
we've
tickets.
got a like a song that plays if you're a winner. Winner, Gagnon. Like so you know you're a winner. But uh, so with the bigger wins, I think over $50 or over $100, they don't tell you how much you win. You have to bring it in to a location to tell you how
Hmm.
much you win. I forget. Maybe it's more than $50. Maybe it's more like maybe it's something like $500, something like that. But you have to bring it in. They don't tell you how much you win on the app. Those are for the big wins.
Oh,
Then you know you won large. So
it's got to be real big, though. I mean, if you're gonna get me to drive somewhere and they reveal it, it's got to be more than like 10K. Surely, it's got to be
no,
like
I have a friend that
big
won.
numbers.
I have a friend that won. It was like $500 or less. Can't remember if he said it was $50. It was probably more than 50, maybe like $500. There you go. Over $500 has to be claimed by mail. Oh, in the States?
Mail.
Well, here it's like you can go in. Maybe you do have to claim it by mail. But you either have to go in or claim it by mail for over $500. So you don't really know how much you won. You have to just send your ticket in, which is kind of crazy to me because like what if it gets lost in the mail? What if they steal it? What if it's like $20 million? And they're like, oh, your ticket got lost in the mail. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? Like, I would be so hesitant to send in a winning ticket that you know is worth a decent amount of change, could be potentially millions. Scan it before. Yeah, scan it before. It doesn't tell you how much you win before. It just says that you are a big winner and you have to send it in. But you can take pictures of it and have a copy of it, yes, in case it gets. I would do that too. And I would
That's
probably
why I do it all
insure the
online.
mail. Yeah, I would insure the mail as well. I would send it like with insurance to make sure that I can track it and that it gets delivered and sign upon arrival. You know what I mean?
Imagine
You
you
have to
do
sign
all
for it
that
too.
and it's $500. You'd be
It
like,
could be.
ah.
You're supposed to sign it too. Yes, on the back, Atomic. Welcome in, Atomic. You're supposed to sign it on the back. Send by mail? No way. I'll bring it in myself. Yeah, Will, I think you have the option to bring it in. I have a friend that won something like $500, and he either had to bring it in, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if he said it was by mail or bring it in. Hello, Enders, StarCraft. Thank you for the stream, man. My uncle won 11 mil. Did he really? When? A long time ago?
Wow.
How? So Enders is from Canada. Enders, how long ago was this? 2013. Wow, good for him. Congratulations. Did he? Do you have the option to bring it into the location, or do you only send it in by mail in Canada for 11 million?
That would be
Hmm.
the most nerve-wracking like week or two when you send it off via mail and you just sat there praying to God it turns up and they get back to you.
Yeah, because you always see those photos where people are picking up that big check, like $11 million, and they're standing with the photo. I would always think that you have to go in person, and then they'll write you that big fake looking check, and you have to You have to take a picture. I think it's mandatory. But sometimes people put on sunglasses. They go incognito. They put on sunnies and like cover their face because they don't want other people to see who they are, right?
There's one guy in I don't know what country it was, but he won big on the lottery and he turned up for the photo shoot in a Scream mask. You know the mask
Yeah.
from Scream because he
Mm-hmm.
didn't want his family to know who he was.
Wow. And Anders says kind of the same thing. He says, I couldn't tell you. I haven't asked about it. He divorced my dad's sister, my aunt, and I didn't want it to seem like I care about his money. I'm sure he's paranoid about that. So, did he divorce your aunt as soon as he won the lottery? Because that's also another thing that I think people do.
I think there's been court cases where they win the lottery and immediately divorce their wife, and then the wife takes them to court, and the wife generally wins because that's not the right thing to do.
They divorced a few years prior. Oh my
Ah,
goodness. Interesting, interesting. Um,
nightmare.
I've heard of so I heard of that as well. I heard that if you claim the money then your spouse is entitled to half of it. But if you divorce first and then claim the money after, because you have up into a year to collect it, right? So if you divorce right away and then go collect the money, it's all yours.
It's a bit of a dick move, that is.
Such a dick. Well, I mean, divorcing your spouse because you win the lottery is a dick move regardless. Whether you give them half or whether you don't, that's a dick fucking move. Right?
Yeah, totally.
So basically is like, well, I'm moving on up and you're not coming with me. So I was sitting with a guy talking on a beach, and he just bought a ticket, and the next day I saw he was a winner and won $1 million. Oh, no way, Maple. That's awesome. That's crazy. In my state, you can request an appointment with a lottery rep. Oh, interesting. Cyber detective. I think you're in California. Yeah, I wouldn't be telling anyone I won. Who knows who would come out of the woodshed. Yep. So,
yeah, I just send them a video from French Polynesia while I'm on my yacht. Say, hey guys, sorry about this, but I'm never speaking to you ever again.
Right.
There would be signs.
There would be signs. I agree. Well, she could wait till you cash in and then divorce you. Yeah, if you told her I won, she probably would wait and then divorce. Absolutely, Riker. It could go both ways. That's a good point. It could go both ways. So, Dragmord, welcome in.
What would you do, Anne? Or is that not allowed to be discussed at this point?
No, I mean, I haven't really thought about it. But I definitely would buy some property. Multiple homes, actually. I would want like a beautiful cottage style on water, possibly surrounded by mountains. Yeah, surrounded by mountains with
You're Canadian, isn't that everywhere?
No, well, I mean, I would say the big mountains are probably on the west coast. If we're talking true white caps.
Yeah.
Here we've got like the Muskokas, which is we have all kinds of lakes in Ontario, but we're kind of lowland, not a lot of mountains, and but we do have a lot of Great Lakes and even little kettle lakes. A lot of big celebrities have their cottages on the lakes in Muskoka, depending on the lake. So there's like, Shania Twain and Goldie Hawn and like big celebrities have vacation homes in Muskokas. I would go to Alberta or BC, yeah, with the mountains and the lakes there, probably. I would buy a home out there on the west coast, probably, yeah, with big like windows, so you can view the mountains and the water, and yeah, for sure. Somewhere nice.
So you
to
want
sit
to wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You want to throw open your bifolding doors. There's a lake there. There's mountains in the background. There's birds flying all over the place. All you can hear is birds and wind. Nobody
else. I don't want to see a soul. I don't want to see any neighbors. I
had that for a while. Yeah, that entire thing.
Yeah.
I've got a few properties I could send you if you're interested.
Go ahead. The problem is, if you were to send me those properties, Mr. Cairo, I kind of get my heart fixed on properties. Like I get my heart set on them, and then when they fall through, I actually get upset, and I keep thinking about that property, and it's long gone.
I did the exact same thing.
Why do I do that to myself? It's like it's all a fantasy. I'm so delusional.
It is a fantasy. But as they say, I mean, they make millionaires weekly on the lottery. Why not?
Yes, this is true. There are winners weekly here, but like the big draws for like the Lotto 649 and whatnot, they'll tell you when it's like a $20 million win. And then I also find, I think a lot of companies, people will all buy tickets and split it. So their odds are a lot higher because there's always so many people that win, and then they're splitting the pot between like 20 people. But they bought so many tickets, right? So their odds are so much higher, which I also don't think is really fair to do, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I would buy a place in the mountains on the water, and then I would also probably want a place in the city. Now, which city? I don't know. Maybe New York, maybe like a penthouse. I also fantasize about those beautiful penthouses.
Mm.
Where it's really, really spacious, open windows, you can see the city skyline, but you've got the conveniences of the city. You can get amazing food and
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. So I would probably, I don't know, maybe NYC. Toronto's kind of small, but I do love Toronto, but I would probably, I don't know, somewhere. Could even be a
Yeah,
different country.
I was obsessed with New York City for a while because it is unbelievable. Just go out, you can get any kind of food you want. There's, Michelin star restaurants, probably like 20 Michelin star restaurants within a mile of your penthouse. Like, my God, that sounds fun.
Or I could even maybe get a place in Italy or Portugal. The cost of living is a lot lower there. And I think if you buy property, you can easily get status. As long as you buy property, you can get your residence. So that would be kind of a loophole to gain residence to another country. So, because I think it would be nice to kind of retire in another country, like hotter tropical Portugal, maybe Italy, something like that. Winning the lottery,
the Amalfi Coast in Italy.
Oh yeah, would ruin my life. I'd party to an early grave. That's what you think, Enders. You'd probably go through a phase like that, but then that would get old. Also, I feel like there would be this almost, when people win the lottery, I feel like it would almost be a little bit like lottery regret, if that makes sense, because you would realize how shitty people are. You would have people using you, trying to get to you. You would feel like people are all using you for your money. And you would not, it would be hard for you to be like, is this person genuine? Do they really like me, or are they just here for the money? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you would have to go through that vetting phase to kind of figure out who's here for the right reasons and who's here just to use me for my money. Like Enders, the partying phase, right? Yeah, you probably would go through that partying phase for a couple of years or however long. But then you would realize that your buddies are just there because you are taking them out and buying them drinks and fun party things. And on Sunday morning, when when they sober up, they're nowhere to be seen. And then that would get old pretty quickly, I think.
It would, but if you've got 100 million in the bank, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Partying on a Friday night is nothing. But right. I mean, I'm over that phase anyway of my life, so I'm not worried about that.
Right. Maple would have hot guys rubbing my feet and tickling my feet. Oh, that's a good point, Maple. So, Mr. Cairo, what would you do about the ladies? What would you do if you had all the, I mean, you look so much better. Not that you're an ugly man, you're not. You're handsome. But I mean, money talks. If you've got 100 million in the bank, the women would really be flocking all over you. Would you be a womanizer? Would you just sow your royal oats?
I mean, it's hard to be a womanizer while you're sailing across the Pacific, you know what I mean? But if I didn't do that and, I bought a house and, in a big city and experienced the city life, then I wouldn't say I'd be a womanizer, but it would certainly be easier than it is at the moment. I mean, I'd just get all the work done, I'd get some hair put on the top there, get some fake muscles,
get some hair plugs. Oh yeah. Yep.
And one of those stories where, my God, I won the lottery on Friday. On Saturday, I met the love of my life. She's 20 years younger than me. And
What are the
etc.
odds?
And but yeah, I take it. I take
Yeah.
it.
No new friends, Ender says. That's good. And Maple says she already doesn't trust people. And that is definitely a real thing, Swan. Absolutely. And Atomic was like, when you are broke. See, I think Atomic, you went through that phase too, where you're like, now you know, you can see people's true colors. So, yeah. It's probably best to kind of keep things hush hush. And really don't kind of disclose because, you know, the green-eyed monster will get you. Sow your royal oats, yeah. So he'd meet a few hotties, no doubt. Yeah, and then he'd go, maybe as he's sailing the seven seas, he'd meet some hotties along the way, maybe in Philippines, maybe in Australia, maybe, you know what I mean? Along the way, you know.
If you're going to meet someone on a tropical beach, is a pretty good place to do it.
Swan, I'd buy the best looking wife, a mail order bride. So when the war on Ukraine started, when was that? 2021 or 2020? 2020, I think. There were so many Ukrainian women that were trying to leave and become mail order brides. I mean, it was already kind of a thing in Russia and Ukraine, but it was even more prominent. So, no money would get me
somebody who was comfortable with just the two of us sailing across the ocean. And that's a tough one.
Someone that doesn't get on your nerves as well. Not just comfortable. Somebody that you won't be going crazy because you're going to be literally in a small space in the middle of the ocean. You won't be able to get away from that person.
Well, it's not all fun and games in the middle of the ocean, you know. You gotta reef the sails. You gotta go up front when the waves are big and start hauling on lines and all kinds of stuff. You know, it wouldn't just be a girlfriend. It would be a co-partner. It would be a crew member.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you're right though. In the middle of the ocean, it seems so scary. Like I think arriving to the destination would be fun in a boat, but the ocean, when you're in the middle of the ocean in the middle of the night when there's no lights and you just hear the creaking of the boat rocking back and forth, that almost seems very terrifying to me.
That's why sailors are all poets and, you know, philosophers, because they're sat there in the middle of the ocean with just nothing around them, possibly terrible storms. It really affects a person. I mean, to say that, you know, being on a boat, being a person who's on a boat in the middle of the ocean is, you have the best days of your life, but there's also the worst days of your life. Because it's so brutal at times. But, you know, rocking up to the Bahamas on your 60-foot sailboat.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Yeah,
exactly. Tale of Two Cities. Yes, sorry. No politics. I know there's some current events happening in the world. It's very early to speculate. I am not a political streamer. Never have been. Never will be. Okay, never will be. I'm just a girl, and it's part of the rules of chat. Actually, no religion and no politics. Okay, so there probably are other streamers talking about it right now, and you can search it up. And if you want to talk about it, you can go find it. But we're living our fantasies on this lovely summer solstice. I'm actually having a great time talking with Mr. Cairo. Mr. Cairo, I just want to thank you for helping me chat with me and keep my mind off of things and keep chat on a lovely delusional fantasy track. All right.
Well, as you might have found out recently, it's something that's close to my heart, winning the lottery.
Yeah, exactly. The ocean is too big and scary. Exactly. So
that's kind of why I want to do it, because it's big and scary, and I want to conquer it.
Conquer it. So you know what I would do? I probably wouldn't sail like across the seven seas. It's not really my cup of tea, so to speak.
Mm.
Absolutely, Daniel Wong, you can join. Just hop into the waiting room. Hop into the waiting room and you can come on. I've been going down this Mount Everest rabbit hole. Excuse me. Rabbit hole. And I would love to conquer Everest and climb Everest. I don't even know if it's possible. Sometimes it's expensive to do it already. You have to have, I think it costs on average like $200,000. With hiring the Sherpas, you have to get to and become acclimated to the place, to the environment, to that elevation for a couple months before you can even hike up there. So it takes time. It takes a lot of money. Exactly. You'd have to pay me $200K to think about that. And it's, even if you have hundreds of thousands of dollars, you can still die. Like, the mountain can kill you. There are even Sherpas, well-experienced Sherpas, who are used to the elevation, and their lungs have a larger capacity, and they're built for that. They could die in avalanches. Like, the mountain is a real killer. And it's very scary.
I've seen pictures, though. I've seen pictures of like maybe 200-300 people all in a queue waiting to get to the top of Everest. And they're all like there, right there, waiting to get to the top. And it's not like you're on your own with a couple of Sherpas. It's a huge thing that obviously a lot of people do.
They do. They absolutely do. But I did see that as well. There was some sort of weird backlog of people on the mountain, and it was literally a queue, like a lineup of people on the mountain, which kind of does take away from the exclusivity and it being so special of, conquering and summiting, being the highest person in the world at that moment in time. It takes away from that specialness, right? But I think that was something going on because I've been watching this season, which already closed, but like this season, because the glaciers have melted now, so like there's a window in the spring that you can go, but it's done now. The glaciers have melted, but there were certain days that there were no other people who summited, like no other people in sight. So it really depends on the day. If the weather's clear, then I think a lot more people will attempt to go. And if it's kind of inclement weather and it's a little riskier, then you'll most likely kind of be on your own. So it's kind of hit and miss with that.
I mean, that's a huge thing to get to the top of Everest, but that's kind of a one-off, isn't it? You do it, and then what do you do from there on out?
Well, I mean, I think it's people just do it to say they did it. And actually, it's even riskier when you are descending. When you're coming down off of Everest, that's where more fatalities happen, is during the descent, which is also interesting too.
Just get a wingsuit and just leap off.
Those wingsuits look amazing, by the way. Kevin, thank you for the follow. Those wingsuits look freaking amazing. I've been watching people. They look like flying tree squirrels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get a few hits on YouTube if you film that one. If you leapt off the top of Everest in your wingsuit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I saw somebody on Everest with a snowboard, and they snowboarded down. They were never seen again, though. Yeah. But turns out that they had terminal cancer. And I guess that was just their last rip. Their last hurrah. R.I.P. to Snowboard Man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Imagine those Sherpas who were like, just go, no, don't do this.
Right.
Just like jumped on his snowboard and rocked it right down the side of the south face of Everest.
Right. I can enjoy watching someone do it and be happy for them. Yeah, that's true. You can live vicariously through other people. That's probably why I'm liking watching these Everest climbing videos. But recently, this season, I saw that in order to shorten the time and you don't have to acclimate for 2 months at the base of Everest before you climb up, people have been sleeping in like gas chambers. There was a UK team, Mr. Cairo, who did it. And they arrived. Ron! Thank you for the tip, Ron. Just the tip?
Couldn't you just like get dropped off at the top of Everest on a helicopter?
I think it's too risky. I don't even think a helicopter can come to the top.
Probably the air is too thin, I imagine, to
Mm,
keep a helicopter up.
maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
drop off and go, woohoo, take a selfie, jump back in the helicopter and go home.
Mm. But yeah, there was a UK team that were in tents. They slept in like gas tents, like at home. So they arrived in Nepal. They were only there for like 3 or 4 days, and they ascended up. And they made it to Everest. They summited Everest, and the way that they bypassed was they were sleeping in these like gas chambers at home. Pretty cool stuff.
I mean,
So
do you
that
need
might
oxygen to get to the top of Everest?
most people do. Not all, but most people, yes. Yeah.
I mean, certainly not on my wish list, but obviously you've been watching YouTube videos about it.
Mm.
You're entranced by the
Mm-hmm.
prospect of it, so
Yeah.
go for it.
Right. Coach Kurt, welcome in. Have you read Into Thin Air, Anne? I have not read Into Thin Air, but I would probably like that. I'm into Everest. Thank you for shouting out Coach Kurt. Guys, tomorrow's a big day. Yes, they used xenon gas. That's right, Riker. That's absolutely right. I wonder if that's expensive to use, but it definitely helps save them a lot of time from acclimating to the high altitudes. But yes, xenon gas. So tomorrow's a big day, guys. Tomorrow I'm having a collab stream with Coach Kurt, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. Okay, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow's the big day. I'm going to be the star. The star of the show. And it's an e-dating battle royale style. I've already been making questions for there's a trivia question portion code Mr. Cairo.
Too late on a Sunday night for me, unfortunately.
Oh, that's okay, no worries. But I've been making questions. So there's that. Welcome in Galactic Starman. Just the end of May, a Sherpa broke his own record and climbed Everest for a 31st time. That's crazy to me. And also, I didn't realize that Sherpas are actually an ethnic group of people. Like, I thought a Sherpa was just somebody who helps you climb. Like, they're very well versed with the mountain, and they're like a mountaineer. I didn't realize a Sherpa is an ethnic minority, like an ethnic people. And so their last names are usually Sherpa. But yeah, scissors, yes, scissors. So trivia will be fun. I hope I made enough questions. Coach Kurt, so far I've made 12 questions. Do you think I need to make more? I have 12 so far. Welcome
Like
in
40
Alien.
or 50.
You think so? At that point, I don't know. Trivia? Yes, Enders. I'm going to be on a collab stream tomorrow, and it's like a battle royale style, last man or woman standing, for my love. And it's interesting because some of the contestants will be there for the money, and others will be there for the love. So I have to choose wisely. Also, it's going to be interactive because my chat, we're going to be putting up polls, and my chat is going to help me vote people off and eliminate people as we go. So everyone, the community will have a say as to who gets eliminated. But yeah, there will be some trivia. That should be plenty of questions. Okay, good. I think so. Because at that point, I think 12 questions should be enough. So. They're all going for you, Anne? Yes, they're all going for me. I'm going to be the star of the show, and they're all going for my love. But we have to be careful, okay? Because some people are in it for money, while others are in it for love. And if we end up picking the last man or woman standing, and they're in it for money, then they played us, basically. We got played, chat. We don't want to get played, okay? We don't want to get played. I want money and love. In a perfect world, Riker, okay? But tomorrow, we do it for love. We do it for love tomorrow. Cheers. These Canadian girls are such heartbreakers. Hopefully, I won't break any hearts. Of my 17 shows, only 5 have gone for money so far. I saw the one. The one that I spectated, Coach Kurt, was money. And it looked rough. I'm not going to lie. She looked heartbroken. And she left abruptly. And I don't know if that was all stage or whatnot. But she looked disappointed, to say the least. Disappointed.
I mean, if they pick love, are you going to go out on a date with these people?
No.
Well,
no. This is for most of these people probably not even in my country, right?
exactly.
Yeah. This is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? Just like my e-dating shows in the past have all been for entertainment purposes. But we don't want to get played. Also, we don't want to spend $100 or depending anywhere from $1 to $100 because we would have to pay out. Well, Coach Kurt will have to pay out the person who wins if they're in it for money. All right. So I don't know how a person could maintain lovely vibes the whole time with money in the back of their mind. Very true. Very true. It's kind of scary. We want love. We want love. We want love. So we will help you. You're good at that. You have good intuition, Swan. So we need your good intuition. Yes. I will pay random prize from $0 to $100. The biggest prize was $86 so far. So, yeah. But you
I've
said...
only seen one of the Coach Cuts streams, and it was super fun. It was super fun. There was a whole bunch of people. The talent section is brilliant. It really is, where people have to, on camera, show their best talents. I mean, so one guy did a sword dance. Other people were like singing. It was brilliant. It was truly entertaining.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I think there's interesting rounds to it. There's the talent show. There's going to be a trivia section. There's going to be Coach Kurt's mom's questions, potentially, where his mom poses some very interesting questions. There's like an introduction where every contestant gets 60 seconds to sort of introduce themselves. So, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Cairo. There's some very talented people. So, it should be fun. It should be fun. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. I know it might be late for all of my European friends. Like you, Mr. Cairo, on a Sunday night, that might be a little late. But, yeah. I'll put the VOD up on YouTube, and I'm sure Coach Kurt will have a VOD too. So,
I mean, I'll be working from home on the Monday, but staying up till 4, 5 a.m. is a tough ask for me, and it might be like 30 degrees here. So.
Oh yeah, that's also pretty tiring, very draining. Right. Yeah. All right. Well, Mr. Cairo, thank you so much for calling in and telling us your fantasies. What would you do if you won the lottery? Thank you for letting me live vicariously through your fantasies for a brief moment in time.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here, as always.
Thank you, Mr. Cairo, and we will see you in the chat.
See you later.
See you. All right, that was the real Mr. Cairo. Ah, very interesting. I didn't realize that he really plans for winning the lottery. He's even looking at properties and saving them, bookmarking them, just in case he wins the Lotto Max. So that's awesome. For $100, I'll go to work for 45 minutes. Yep. Yep. I know Mr. Cairo said he will be working from home, but it sounded like a lot of whacking at home. Did he say? He said working. That's just the accent. He said both. He said both. There's a both in there, okay? There's both in there. You weren't wrong, Atomic. We have someone waiting in the wings. Okay, Dark Side. Dan, hold on a second. I'm just gonna use the washroom really quick. So hang tight. I see you, Daniel Wong. And then so we have another caller. Let me just use the ladies' room. Powder my nose. I'm a little shiny. And we will be back. BRB. Hold on a second. Thank you guys. Thank you. Welcome everybody if I missed you. Sorry guys. Hello somebody. Hello Christian. I'll take you to the candy shop. All right guys, sorry. I just had some I just scarfed my face a little bit. It was delish. Got to take my multivitamins, and then we have Daniel Wong who wants to come on. All right, let me grab some water. Oh my god, I love your dog. Thank you, somebody. I love him too. I love him too. He's the best boy ever. I've got my vitamins to keep me young and beautiful forever. Forever and ever. My pills, Saturn, my pills. That's the thing. If you hit 100 million on the lotto, would you go to Vegas? I've been to Macau, which is like the Vegas of Asia. They actually make more revenue in Macau than they actually do in Las Vegas. So I've been to Macau many, many times. Honestly, I'm not a gambler. And I don't really I like authenticity when it comes to like places that I visit, and it's pretty fake. Money is the culture in Las Vegas. That also goes with Dubai. I'm not really a fan. I probably wouldn't want to go to Dubai. Really the only culture they have there is money. Money is the culture. I'd play Baccarat for 10k a hand. Yeah, so I'm not really into I'm not really into swallowing all of those at once. Should be your talent. I don't have to do a talent on the talent show, Swan. They have to do their talents for me. I don't have to do, but that would be my talent, Swan. That would absolutely be my talent. Never ceases to amaze me. Right. Let me grab another drink. Let me grab a beer this time, and then we have a couple people that are waiting to come on the show. Okay, we're just going bush ice. Okay? We're going regular schmegular, a nice 6% easy drinker. Okay? But I'll pour it, I'll be a lady tonight, and I'll pour it in a glass. Alright. Be a lady, pour it in the glass. Let's bring on Daniel Wong. We haven't spoken to Daniel. He actually just got back from Hong Kong a couple of weeks ago, I think. So, Daniel, Sik Tang Gondong Wa? Do you speak Cantonese by any chance? So I got tipped beers from a customer Friday. Really? Are they able to do that? They're able to give you beers on the job? Where do you work, out of curiosity, somebody? Normally you can't have alcohol on the job when you're working. But I guess it all depends where you work. Alright, let's bring on Daniel Wong. Greetings and welcome, Daniel.
But not too much, but I prefer Chinese, you know, and
You prefer Cantonese or like Mandarin? You speak Cantonese because your family's from HK, right?
yeah.
So Siktang
Yep.
Siu Siu. A little bit.
Yep.
Nice.
Only a little bit, not that too much, because I prefer like languages is easy for me, you know.
So do your parents speak to you in Cantonese and then you answer back in English?
Parents, yes, only like little bit and bits and bobs, and not too much, you know.
Mm-hmm. I see. Hello,
'Cause,
happy smile.
It's not really for me, you know.
Mm-hmm. Christian or Rem. I'll have to ask you how to pronounce your name, but you're next up, Christian. Okay, so just hang tight. Rembenu. Hang tight, okay? You're next. All right. So Daniel,
Yep.
if you were to win the lottery, have you thought about what you would do with the winnings?
Oh, yes. I'll definitely buy a PlayStation 5 for myself.
Okay, a PS5. Chat. Are you taking notes?
And a small house. Not a big house, a small apartment kind of thing.
Right.
And maybe a boat. Maybe a small boat in like in the seas, like you just drive around the sea.
Like, would you want like a yacht or a sailboat?
Oh, maybe just something like sailboat kind of thing.
Okay, a sailboat. You seem like a modest winner, right, chat? He's a modest lottery winner.
And also, I love to buy. Well, what else I like? Both some new clothes and more snacks. Maybe a pet dog.
Ooh, what kind of dog would you get, Daniel? I know you
Well,
love Mr. Vegas Tail Wiggle Waggler.
I prefer a little Frenchie.
Oh, they're so cute. A
A little
Frenchie, a
Frenchie.
French
Yeah.
bulldog. Yeah.
Yep. A
Mm-hmm.
little any kind of color. Maybe just black, all black.
Mm-hmm.
Squish face and can just go all black.
Mm-hmm. Right. And
And that's it, I think.
would you still live in the Midlands or would you move somewhere else? Or do you like where you live right now?
I want to live. I would live somewhere else.
Oh, you want to live hold tight. Andy! Cheers, Andy. Perfect timing. Andy, thank you so much for the tip. Just the tip? Just the tip, Andy! I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Sorry, caller. It's all good. No worries. That's what this is all about, right? We take breaks as it goes. We take breaks. Cheers, chat. Happy summer solstice.
Yeah, a small boat, and yeah, I want to live somewhere. Maybe Canada. I want to go
Mm,
in like overseas. You know, like in the uh where you could fish. You know, like
mm-hmm.
I don't do fishing, but I like the weather a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, so you've been to Hong Kong, right? Because I know your family's from
Yes,
HK. So you
yes.
fly to Hong Kong. Have you ever been west? Like, have you ever been to Canada or the States or anything?
Uh, I went to the USA before. It was years ago when I was a little kid with my uncle.
Oh, so you have. So you liked it. You want to come back.
Yeah, I want to go, but I don't have have enough money right now. I love to
Right.
go back.
Right.
My favorite place will be Florida. I'm a Florida boy.
A Florida boy.
Yep.
A Floridian. You've got to be a special type of person.
I'm a kind of hot tub guy. I like hot tubs.
Hot tubs are great.
I'm, I'm,
Oh,
pre-
I'm so bad. I'm sick.
yeah.
Thank you, Swan. I forgot to turn it down. The music. I turned it up for when I was going away, and I forgot to turn it down. My bad, Swan. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, I like hot tubs and beaches as well.
So beaches and hot tubs, those are pretty
Yep.
good.
I
Mhm.
like Florida is the best way to go hot tubs and beaches.
Right. I mean, there's other places too, but yeah, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong in Florida if you like to be out and enjoying the weather. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty nice. Other than hurricane season,
Oh
it's pretty good.
God. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I love to live in Canada in the seas, like with a small boat, like just um enjoy the great view of the waterfall. Is that how you say waterfall? The big
Yes.
sea,
Yeah.
and look up the sky. Just have a chair up the boat and look in the sky, and a really nice view.
Yeah.
and then
Exactly.
and then I'll just drive around the boat, just go inland and have some food, some seafood.
Oh, are you a seafood lover? I love seafood.
Not too much, but I like little bits and bobs. I like lobster. I like a
Mm,
bit of lobster. I don't like fish with bones. I don't like that stuff. I'm quite fussy with them things, but I like.
mm,
I'm just say self fried chicken, like that without the bones and stuff,
right. I
and
see.
uh
Crab.
and beers. Yeah, crabs.
Hmm.
A little
And beers.
bits
I
and bobs,
love beer.
and
Yep.
steak as well.
Sounds
And
delicious.
also, last time you on your stream, you had taco. You had taco.
Yeah. Taco Tuesday.
I lo- uh, yeah, I love tacos as well in Canada as well.
Oh, yeah, tacos are I love like fresh herbs and flavors.
Yeah.
So, tacos are very flavorful. And that's another
Mm.
reason why I like Thai food as well. They use a lot of herbs and spices and it's like very
Oh, I
fresh.
like. I tried Thai food last time. It
Yeah.
was Thai. I think it was Thai. What's the name? I think I can't remember the name for it, but Thai curry with all the meats inside. I was like,
Mhm.
oh my god, so beautiful. I think I lost that photo to in my Instagram because my parents deleted it from my file. It's on my old accounts, and then
Oh.
I was like, my parents just deleted it. I was like, because it was lovely, and I was like,
Mm.
oh my god, I was going to show you, Anne, but it's some years ago. You know what
That's
I mean?
okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Um so um, what about if you won the lottery, Daniel Wong?
Yep.
Would you give anything back to the people? Is there any like
Oh.
causes,
Oh.
humanitarian aid that you would do?
Oh. I love to do homeless people,
Mm,
homeless shelter. Like I can donate a couple pounds or something like for homeless shelter and the chef, and also I like the army as well. Something like that as well.
the army. Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so you would try to end homelessness.
Yeah, homeless
Uh-huh.
shelter
Hmm.
and bit of army as well. But I know the army has. I can't just talk. That's a different topic as well. But
Yeah.
it's like I can give money to the army as well, like something like that.
I
And
see.
yeah,
Mm. But defense, you would try to
yeah,
add to the defense.
yes,
Mm.
for the defense for the
Mm-hmm.
country and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I'll. Yeah, I think that will be it. I think because lottery will be a lot of things to buy, like a little boat to go around places, and then a small apartment and a PS5 and more drinks and snacks and a Frenchie.
It sounds like heaven. Your heaven,
Yeah,
Daniel Wong. So,
yeah,
well, you've got to buy the ticket
yeah.
in order to win. So, thank you for
It's not
sharing. Yeah.
it's not really easy to buy. It's not really easy to win the lottery because you win or lose, you don't know.
Right. Right. But
Yeah.
if you don't buy a ticket, you'll never win.
Mm,
But mostly you will
but
lose. It
yeah,
is true.
you definitely lose. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever been to Macau? Because I know you've been to Hong Kong, and Macau's just like a short boat ride away. It's like 45 minutes by boat.
Um, no, I haven't. I think.
Oh, but a lot of gambling happens there. But it has like this
Oh,
Portuguese influence because it was colonized by Portuguese. So they have like Portuguese egg tarts and like all this Portuguese food there, which is interesting.
no, I've
Completely
never
different
been.
than like Hong Kong style. Very like
Yeah,
different play.
never
Interesting.
been because we we didn't get planned out to go to Macau because we got friends want to take us to Macau, but we said no because we only stayed there for about 3 and 4 weeks there because um we didn't stay too long because we was planning to go to Macau, but
Hmm.
uh, friends
So what
just
do
want
you do?
to.
What do you like to do in Hong Kong? Do you like to go to the malls?
I'll go to the mall. Yes, I'll go to the shopping center to
Yeah.
buy my favorite snacks like chocolate, candy, and extra stuff,
Hmm.
and bits and bobs. And also, I've seen a nice restaurant. Oh, it's a lovely restaurant, a steak house with sushi.
Hmm. So a
And
lot of eating happens in HK. A lot of eating.
yeah,
Uh-huh. And a
yes.
lot of
And
people, a lot of
also,
beautiful
I went.
malls. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to Kowloon.
Yeah.
I went to Kowloon to play these games. That the little what do you call it? The coin. Just put it inside, and you grab these toys. You know
Like
what?
an
Know what they are?
arcade, the claw
Yes,
machines, they're very popular.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I I won a little toy, but I was so hopefully I'll give this little toy to a little kid because I'm generous to to people like that.
Aw. That's
Because
cute that you gave the toy away.
I don't keep toys by myself because yeah, I don't keep toys by myself because I'm a grown person. I like give something back to the little young ones.
Well, also, it was kind of probably enjoyable for you to actually catch it with the claw machine. That was like the thrill. Maybe you didn't
It was
even really
hard.
care about what you caught. It was just about
Yeah,
the act of doing it, right? The act of
yeah,
catching it with the claw. Yeah.
yeah. Having fun,
I
having a bit
think
of
those
fun.
claw machines are rigged though, to be honest, chat.
Oh
So
God.
they're rigged and some of
Yeah,
them like the rate that it catches is really
mm.
really freaking low.
And also
So,
I tried something shooting these pellets. You win a little prize or a big prize if you shoot one of these pellet things on the target thing, like a
mm,
bottle or these things you can shoot, and if you win, you get a prize. But I lost twice.
it happens. Hi Retro Man, welcome
Yeah.
in. Good evening. Happy summer solstice retro. How are you feeling today? Hope you're feeling a little bit better. I used to have 3 garbage bags full of stuffed animals. They were so darn cute. Yeah. I had a couple more Hello Kitty stuffies and I got rid of them when I moved. I kind of regret it now because I would have put them out on my stream room shelf. But I didn't know I'd be streaming and that
Ah,
I would have
um, did
displays.
you know
But
your
I had more stuffies
oh,
before and I got rid of them. But yeah,
you know your what's it Hello Kitty
Hello
things?
Kitty. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know if you keep them in the bag, did you know you can donate it to a shop in Canada? Donations for like for little people, like if they want some stuffed animals, like little toys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Because if you did keep that from how long ago you chucked it out?
Oh, it was years ago when I checked it out.
Oh, oh,
It was like, I don't know, over 5 years ago. Before
oh,
pre-COVID. Pre-COVID.
oh, okay. You know if you did save it, you can definitely go to town and find a shop where you can donation for um donation stuff. Like in the UK, we got like little shops donate stuff like to um like something like that. Do you have those in
Yes.
Canada as well?
Yeah. Hi, Nibs. Welcome in. Nibberoni and cheese. I actually did donate it. So I
Oh.
moved and I donated a lot of my stuff. I kind of regret it though, because I'm a bit of a hoarder. So I remember I had this like Alpine Stars pink leather motorcycle jacket. And it looked really fucking cute. And I was like, I'll probably never wear this again. Let me check it out. I donated it. But now I regret that. I'm like, damn, I wish I had that leather jacket. Why did I get rid of that leather jacket, man?
Did you own a motorcycle?
No.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
I wish you did. You said I thought you have a leather coat and a helmet, because if you got a motorcycle, you can definitely ride your bike with your pink jacket. It would be lovely to see it, you know.
Right. Yeah. But no, I don't ride. I don't have a bike. My friend did, and I did have a helmet before too. But no, I just kind of regret I got rid of a couple items when I downsized and I moved to another place. Now I'm kicking myself, you know? But it is what it is. That's just hoarder problems. Thank you for the follow.
You lose little things you like a long time. And
yeah, you're right. You lose them along the way, and then sometimes you regret it afterward. You're like, damn, I could use that. I could use that Hello Kitty stuffed animal on the shelf. But you know what? I don't really need it. You know what I mean? No. I don't really need anything. It would be nice, but I mean, I have enough.
And also, you've not got the room for it as well.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So, Daniel Wong, thank you so much for calling in. It's always a pleasure to speak with you. You're really good at chatting. So you've got some good banter.
Most times I'm really quiet and chatty. You know, I'm a shy person as well.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. But I'm glad that I can get you talking, so you feel safe in the community, which is nice.
I will see you back in chat, and I will see you tomorrow as well.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Thank you, Daniel Wong. I'm excited that you're joining the collaboration event tomorrow, the big production, the big show, the e-dating battle royale.
Yeah. I missed your e-dates as well. I'm missing your old time e-dates, like face to face on the camera. You know what I mean?
You missed them, eh?
Yeah, I missed them at all times.
I might end up doing another e-dating show in the near future. We'll see how it goes. I kind of like it too. It's a lot of work to prepare and like plan everybody, but it is fun when you can get a good lineup of people to join. So.
Yep.
All right, Daniel. Thank you for calling in. W caller. We'll see you in chat, Daniel.
Yep. Bye.
Take care. Bye. Good night. Good night. Hi, first time chatter. Welcome in, Dust. Sounds like you're from North Carolina. I am not from North Carolina. I am from Canada. I'm from Canada. Where are you from, Dust? Where are you from? Are you from North Carolina? Are you from the States? But yeah, okay. Close enough. Close enough. Cheers to that. Chat, thanks for hanging out. Happy summer solstice. Oh, nice. You're on the West Coast. Washington. Nice. Cheers. All right. So, cheers, Saturn. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers. Right, Maple. You just need new floors and furniture. You don't need anything fancy. Nothing fancy. All right. We have Fresh Muffins! Hi, Fresh Muff. How are you? Everyone loves a nice fresh muff, except for Hawker. Hawker doesn't like a fresh muff. Nope, nope, nope. Nice to have you here, Muff. So, thank you for having me. Thank you for calling in, Daniel. Always a pleasure. You're a gentleman, and you have great banter. You're a sweet soul, you know. You're a sweet soul and you're humble. If he won the lottery, he would buy, first things first, order of operations, get the man a PS5, chat. Stat. Get the man a PS5. But yeah. And I like the French Bulldog as well. That's a great breed. Yeah, my brother's up with you in Ontario. Nice, nice. Who shall win the E-Date competition? Tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Sunday, and find out. Cast your vote. Yes, yes. There will be multiple votes throughout the night for us to eliminate everybody until there's one person standing. And help me find love. We need to vote for love, okay? Hi, Shadow Edge. Welcome in. Well, certain kinds of muffins are okay. Yep. Yes, they are. Certain muffins, PS5 dubs. So, he's got his priorities in order, absolutely. So, first order of business in winning 100 million is PS5, okay? You don't deserve that money. No, he's a humble man. He's a humble man, okay? Some people want to buy NYC penthouses and yachts and sail across the world. Others just want a dog and a PS5 and maybe some new clothes. And, you know. Oh, my dog wants out, actually. Give me a second. Think large and in charge. Okay, we actually have another caller waiting. I don't want to keep him long. He's been waiting for a while. He popped in just when Daniel got here, like 2 minutes after Daniel. So he's been waiting basically this whole time. And also he changed his Twitch name. And I want to ask him how he pronounces his Twitch name. It's like R3, this one, R3MBENU. Rembenu? So let's ask him how he pronounces his name. And ask what he would do if he won the lottery. But yeah. Give me the 100 mil. I'll buy them a dog and a PS5. There you go, Mr. Cairo. We didn't see him pop in? What do you mean? I have him in the waiting room right now. Happy smile. He's here. So. Rembenu. Let's confirm, Saturn. Let's confirm. Without further ado, let's bring in Christian. Greetings and welcome, Christian. Welcome.
What's going on?
Not much. Oh, your mic is much louder. That's good. That's good,
Yeah,
Christian. I'm doing great. How are you?
Could be better, could be worse. Could be good.
Could be good. Could be worse, you said. Could be worse.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay. Well, not too shabby. So first things first. Is your new Twitch name, Rembenu?
Well, what it really is Rambanus. And my first Twitch account was dead in the water. So, in my second Twitch account and my third Twitch account, and then this is like my 10th Twitch account. Now,
I got you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now it's Rembenu. But I can go by
Rembenu.
Christian.
And yeah, you go by Christian as well, right? Bonnie says hi, Christian.
How's it going, Bonnie?
Yeah. Okay, so Christian, you were to win the lottery.
Yeah.
What would you do with the money? This is the $1 million or $10 million question.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. What I would do first is try and get surgery again, back up on my feet again. Number one. Number two, lose my disability stuff. Number three, try and get or date my girlfriend as well and marry her.
You
Hopefully.
would marry your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a girlfriend.
Yeah, we just had one for like about 6 months.
You've been together 6 months? Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Does she live
Yep.
close to you? Or is it a long distance
Yes.
relationship?
She's in Miami.
Okay, and you're in Florida and she's in Miami. Perfect.
Exactly.
Got you.
Yep.
Now, I was wondering about asking you about winning the lottery and if it would have anything to do about fixing your health. Because
That's what I was saying. Trying to get up and
right. And
getting up and going
you
and stuff like that.
you mentioned it exactly. Health is wealth, right? Health is wealth.
Exactly.
And so for anyone who doesn't know, should we explain to them your health conditions?
If you
Or
want, that would be great.
yeah. So Christian is a quadriplegic. He broke his neck when he was a baby, 1 year old, in a car accident. And he broke it really high up to the point where sorry, you broke, was it C2?
C1, C2.
C1, C2. So
Yeah.
really, really high up to the point where he has a tracheotomy, and so the machine breathes for him. That's why he sounds a little bit muffled right now, because he's breathing through his throat right now, like, you know. So glad you're here. You're a miracle. You are absolutely a miracle. Retro said I'd buy a new car, but I'm doing that already. You are doing that already, Retro.
What the heck?
Yeah, Retro got in a car accident recently and it has to buy a new car. So he's saying if he won the lottery, it doesn't have anything to do with you. He's saying if he won the lottery, he would buy a new car, but he has to do that already. But it has nothing to do with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that with Retro. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So do you think that there are like thank you for the follow, by the way. Do you think that there's some, like, maybe some stem cell research for spinal cord injuries, maybe in other countries? Are there new developments always happening for spinal cord injuries? Do you think, what I'm asking, Christian, is if you had the money, if you had the means, if you had $10 million, do you think that you could fix your health?
I understand your question, and this is going to be a long ass answer for you. But if you're willing to hear it, I'm willing to let you know about it.
Yeah, I mean, well, if we could, yeah, I mean, I'll cut you off. I'll cut you off if it's too long. Hi, Flair, welcome in. Okay.
When I was born, we have a couple of friends of ours that work at the farmers fund foundation. He is Mark on the college. He is his child as well, just like me, and in a wheelchair and everything.
Right. Okay.
Well.
He has a child, similar situation as you. Okay.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And God, I think you're 18 years old.
Okay.
And now he's a quadriplegic. Off the ventilator and stuff like that. But they're doing research about it, and we're still trying to ask and see, what's the development process about getting it to me so I can get it walking again.
Right. Yeah. Are there other countries that maybe have more
There is,
like stem cell research allowance? Because I know it's kind of tight. Like the rules and regulations in the states for stem cell, and even in Canada, are very tight. Like I heard that certain countries have more research happening, more developments, like China, for example, like Israel, for example,
right,
Switzerland. Yeah.
right. Um, they, they, there is some research out there. I know because of Elon Musk. If you know him very much. We are in contact with Elon Musk as well as everybody else as well. Um, but there is a lot of research going on in this
Mm,
JV, just waiting for the right time and um, the right equipment
right.
and surgery and stuff like that.
Okay. But you have hope. You have hope that you will eventually
Oh,
walk.
and and there there's 1,000% hope on that. One thousand
Nice.
percent.
1000% hope.
Yes,
Good. Good. I'm
yes,
glad that you have that hope. I'm very
yes.
That's awesome.
I did want to ask you one thing.
Yes.
Um, do you are you guys doing something at the beach tomorrow or
Sorry.
Wednesday or
I'm going to the
be
beach on Wednesday. Yes, I'm doing a
Wednesday?
beach stream.
Okay,
I'm doing a beach stream this Wednesday, June 25th at 5 p.m. Eastern.
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
fine.
Tomorrow,
That's all
I'm
right
doing
then.
a special e-dating stream where people will be fighting for my love. It'll be battle royale style. There will only be one man or woman left standing at the end. And we have to make
How
sure
long
that
is
we
that?
pick.
How long is that gonna be?
It'll be
You
from
know?
9 p.m. Eastern till midnight. Like my regular time,
Oh,
but on Sunday, I
oh,
normally don't stream on Sunday. Hi, Becca. Welcome in.
oh.
So, yeah, that's tomorrow from 9
Maybe
to
tomorrow.
12. Mm-hmm.
Maybe tomorrow is to answer and see what's going on. Sometimes say hi to you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Tune in. Absolutely. It should be a good time. And then I'm
Yeah.
doing my regular stream on Tuesday, my music stream. And then Wednesday will be a special beach stream. And then so on and so forth. So, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, but thanks for
Okay.
asking, Christian. Okay,
No,
so anything else you want to talk about with winning the lottery? What about humanitarian aid? If you won $10 million, would you try to give back
no.
to anyone? Would you try to solve world hunger, etc.?
Um, I don't believe in that stuff as much as I should have. Um, just because of my beliefs on that. But I I would love to meet people. Like I'm a go getter. Basically, I like to meet people, talk to people, etc., and to see how I can help out and stuff like if that makes sense.
I see. I see. What about if you created your own organizations and you weren't donating your money to organizations, but you created your own thing? Would you be inclined to doing something like that?
Well, I do have an organization as well, but um, it's a computer remote desktop where I can remote into people's computer and take care of their computer as
Ah,
well.
okay, nice.
So
Awesome. All
we
right.
we we do have that, but it's not live yet. Um, we're still trying to get the website up and going and trying to get the customers and stuff up and going as well.
Got you. Got you. All right. Christian, thank you so much for calling in and letting us know what you would do if you won the lottery. So,
No problem. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
see you tomorrow, Christian. Take care.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right, that was Christian. Rem Benu is his new Twitch name, Rem Benu. So you're right. We did pronounce it pretty correctly, guys. Rem Benu. I forget is a character from a video game or something. Hello, July Man X. Hello, Caster. And yeah, thanks for calling in, Christian. And did I say hello to Becca? Hello, Becca. All right, guys. We've got to get ready for our date tomorrow, for the e-date tomorrow. We can still exclamation Discord. It's still the Discord call-in show. No one's waiting in the queue right now, so I'm going to take this opportunity. Looking good, Anne. Oh, thank you, Becca. I'm going to take this opportunity to figure out what we're going to wear tomorrow. I need your help figuring out an outfit. I'm going to be the star of the show. Oh, you're very welcome, Happy Smile. Anytime. Anytime. I'm going to be the star of the show tomorrow. And I want to look good for my dates. You know? I want to be on tip-top condition for everybody. So, I'm a little indecisive as to what to wear. Like, do I want to wear like a dress? Do we want to go formal? Do we want to go sexy? Something shiny. Curl your hair like this, or straighten it and curl it with the Dyson. Something shiny. Guys like shiny things. You'll be married tomorrow? Well, I'm not planning on getting engaged tomorrow. I'm just looking for love, okay? One day at a time. I think we can go gala style and sexy. Oh, like a 2-for-1 deal. Cheers. And always looks awesome. Thank you, Retro. But I want to look extra awesome. So I want to figure out with you guys, you can help me get ready for my big date tomorrow. For my time to shine. Cheers. A sundress? Sweet and cute. You seem to get a ton of comments when you do it. Oh, it is sundress season. But do you think that's too... We could do that. I could definitely... I have a lot of sundresses. But do you think that's too, like, daytime? Like, is that too daytime? Do we want to go a little fancy, like, as a first date? It's hard to tell, because here's the thing, Bonnie. If I was going out on a picnic, or for a walk in the park, or for a coffee date, I would definitely wear a sundress, right? Would definitely wear a sundress. Little black dress. I mean, you can't go wrong with a little black dress. Tamatia style. Hi, Jared. Welcome in. Something flamboyant? Well, we have to figure it out. Start with love first and worry about the other stuff later. No, I want to worry about what I'm wearing for the date right now. We're going to pick it out together. Okay? But yeah, it's hard to tell, Bonnie. If I was going to like a park, a picnic, something like that, I would definitely wear a sundress. But I think tomorrow is like a date on the internet. I don't know. We could do a sundress. What? Go formal and wear a tiara? Nope. No, I'm not going to wear a tiara, but I could wear a little black dress. You can't go wrong with a little black dress. Fancy and sexy, in my opinion. Something shimmery, elegant, and show off the curves. Okay. You're not going to a bar. That's true. I'm going to be sitting here in my room. But we can pretend we're anywhere, right? So do we want to go casual then, I think? Or do we want to go fancier? For evening first dates, maybe something can show off the good stuff, but not too much. Exactly. We don't want to give everything away on the first date, cyber detective. We want to leave them coming back for more. Okay? By the way, exclamation Discord, hang out in the waiting room. This is still a Discord call-in show, but I'm using this time where there's nobody in the queue to figure out what to wear tomorrow, okay? But the Discord call-ins are still going on. If you won the lottery, what would you do? I'd say something more casual. They are competing for your love. That's true. That's true. I'm not really competing for them. I always come back for me. Thank you, One Prong. Oh, I always come back for more. You do, Flair. At first, you're like, I always come back for me. I'm like, that's a bold statement. That's a fucking bold statement, Flair. And now you're like, more. Okay, that changes the whole sentence. You always come back for more. You do, Flair. You do. Cheers. So, Southern big beauty hair with a sundress. Oh, everyone keeps saying sundress. I'm debating joining the queue. Join if you like, absolutely. What would you do if you won the lottery? I think you have good ambitions, Atomic. So, I would like to hear what you would do. Because I've thought about the lottery thing a bit. Yeah, call in then. Call in. All right, so we've got sundresses. Like, I have this one in multiple colors, different shades of blue, purple, red. I wore this one the other day. I think a blue one the other day. All right. I'd just be boring and pay my credit card off, to be honest. If you won $10 million, but you would probably do more than that, Bonnie. With 10 mil. So. There's different shades of blue, purple, red, you name it. I like the other one you have in 21 colors. Guys, these are all the same dress. Yes, those. These are all the same dress. I don't have yellow, I have chartreuse, which is like a greenish yellow. Hi, Crunk, welcome in. So we like this one. Okay, this is what I'll wear then tomorrow. Blue. Okay, we have a few shades of blue. I love blue. Everyone says blue. Such a show off. I am a show off. Guys, who has 21 of the same dress in different colors? Okay. A lighter colored one for the day, maybe a darker colored for the evening. Pink, pink is too... I don't want to be like a Barbie girl. I'm getting a little bit better. Oh, okay. I have 21 of the same dress. Okay, in all fairness, 2 of them are the exact same color because Atomic got them for me for my birthday last year, and they messed up and sent me 2 dresses. Like one dress for free. It was buy one get one. So I literally have 2 of the same colors. Welcome in, Meet Tractor, live kids show. Yes, the purple looks nice too. Okay, so I do like this purple. This is great for like in the evening, I think. I think the purple is a good color. Okay. Where am I going to stick it for now? I do like the purple color. Okay. This hunter green, I think, is too dark. It almost looks like it's black. I'm going to say no. The Barbie pink is cute, but I think it's too girly for like a first date. Not green. No, that doesn't really, it's not vibrant enough. I want to stand out. Purple, very twitch and contrast with the blonde. Yes, exactly, Muff. The purple is perfect for its twitch colors. Okay. This one kind of stands out if I was to do this like fuchsia pink. This one's not bad, but not pink. Yeah, I think pink is a little bit too... not a good first impression color. Okay, this is too muted. This is like a sandy color, too muted. This is a gray tone, also too muted. This is like a light gray, also not great for a first date. We have brown, no brown. Now, this is one of my favorite colors, this blue color. This is a good color. Okay. This is one of my all-time favorite powder blues. I like that blue, so do I. I like orange. The orange is bright. The orange will make me stand out for sure. The green one, I mean, yeah. It looked black to you. It is. It's like a very, very dark military green color Atomic. That color will match your eyes. Yes, I enjoy this one. Okay, so this one's in the maybe pile. We've got purple, this powder blue. We've got this dark, like a royal blue. This is the one that I have 2 colors in. Atomic, you got this one for me for my birthday last year. And they sent 2. It was a 2-for-1 deal. So we have this, like, it's like dark blue. I don't know, too dark. Okay, love that. Like Bonnie said, too dark. Okay, too dark. Black. It is like a little black dress. But will we stand out if we wear a black dress? Probably not. But I could wear black. Black goes with everything. Do we want to wear a little black dress? In the maybe pile? We're going to vote, by the way. Black has potential. I know, black kind of goes with everything. We'll put it in the maybe pile. Okay. This one's a really dark blue, like a navy blue. Too dark. Black, maybe. I think so. I think black is a nice color. It kind of goes with everything, and you're not, like, overbearing. You're not, you know what I mean? Too flashy in the black. It's elegant. Black is elegant. I think you should wear the dark blue so the people know that I'm the closest one to your heart. Oh, ba-dum-bum. Okay. That's a midnight blue or a navy blue. We have a burgundy. I don't think burgundy is good for summer. I think it's more of a fall color. Oh, this is another blue color. Very close to the powder blue. This is a good one. It's a brighter blue, not powder. It's actually different than the other ones. So... okay. It's more of a sea blue. Yeah, like a sea blue, Jared. I do like the blue too. What about this one? This is like a teal color. Do we like teal? It's kind of like a greenish blue. If I won the lotto. Nice, call in, exclamation Discord. Tell us all about it. Yeah, basically atomic. Teal maybe. Okay, maybe pile. Orange. Do we like orange? It's bright, it's vibrant. Do we like it? Is it too bright for a first date? Maple loves it. Anyone else like it? Two construction worker. Orange is fall. Okay. We're not liking orange, Maple. No. Okay. People are very strongly. The orange is so hot on you. It is. Jail. Too loud. A lot of people don't like it. It's not Halloween yet. Oh. People are not liking it. Okay. Then we've got, this is that same blue color. Remember I said we've got 2-for-1 deal, so we already said no to that. Okay. We've got, orange is the new black. It is, it is. This is the chartreuse color, also very vibrant. It's a mix between yellow and green. Welcome in, first time chatter. I think I have a redeem on my sound alerts to show biceps redeem. I think it's 200 bits. Yeah, sub tier 3 or 200 bits will do. I love chartreuse. Anyone else like it? Nah. Okay, Swan's not a fan of this, like, I wouldn't call it mustard yellow. One prong's shooting high. I picked this out of every one of them. This one? You picked this one out for me? Nope. Not really meh. And are you going to paint the nails? I might paint them like just a nice like a nude color. I'd call that puke green. It's kind of like exorcist pea soup green. Personally not a fan. Not for love. Not for love. This is not for love. Okay. This is a no. It's just a very like muted brown. All right. Pea soup, yes. Pea soup green from The Exorcist. This color is like rust, like a copper rust color. Meh, nah. Meh, nah, meh, nah. We don't like the copper rust color. Hi, Optimus Prime, welcome in. Hi, Zico. It's a fall color, yeah. And then we've got nude. This is like, I would, like a naked. Maybe a little too much, eh? It goes with like my skin tone. Too close to skin tone, I think so. Yeah. It'll wash me out. And this dress is similar, but see how it has like spaghetti straps? It's a different cut. So it's not really the same one. Okay, so we've got our selections here. All right. Let me go put the nose back and we will take a poll and figure it out. Okay? And Atomic, I see you there. Just hang tight. We're gonna figure out what to wear, and you are next up, sir. Man, you're upset you didn't get the orange. How many do we have? 1? We only have 5, so that's just all we have. Okay. Everybody loves the blues. Take your time. Thank you. All right. Purple, dark green, dark blue, two-tone, black, navy blue. Where's the dress poll? We're about to do it. We're about to do it. Hang tight. Here we go. So, dark, live kid show, basically. Okay. Exhibit A, purple. It's a dark purple. Like a Twitch purple, I guess. This is basically Twitch purple. Okay? Twitch purple. We're doing a poll. We're doing a poll, Maple. So that's number 1, Twitch purple. Welcome in, Kill the Filmer. Actually, I think you were here earlier. Powder blue. Okay? Powder blue. Okay, is number 2. Twitch purple, powder blue. Black. Alright? Black. A little black dress. Okay? What color blue would we call this one? It's brighter than the powder blue. McCheeto! Blue's calming color, so it's not a bad idea for the first date. I agree, and it's my favorite color, by the way. So this is the powder blue, and look at the difference. This is sort of a brighter, vibrant blue. I don't know what you would call this one. Smurf blue? Yeah, Smurf blue, aqua. I think aqua is a better way of putting it. This is powder blue, this is aqua blue. Okay? A little bit brighter. Okay? And then last but not least, teal. A mix between green and blue. Teal green. Okay? I don't have reference for powder blue. All of my powder has been white. Also, I think you're slightly colorblind, Atomic. So that probably doesn't help. Poll is up, guys. Help me pick out what I'm wearing tomorrow for the date. For the e-dating battle royale stream. Okay? Are we wearing purple? Are we wearing black? Are we wearing powder blue? Aqua or teal? Okay. Those are our... Always blue for you. I love blue. Blue's my favorite color. So, go vote, everybody. Vote, vote, vote. The poll is up. So let me see. I'm gonna vote as well. Vote, vote, vote. Ooh, I don't know. Oh my god, so many. You have room for all dress? Yes, yes. I have them hung up in the closet, Zuko. Blue is classic. I don't think you can go wrong with any one of the blues. Here we go again. I'll show you one more time. Purple. Black. Powder blue. Teal. Or aqua. Imagine I'm sitting in the chair here. Yeah, I guess not all Twitch purple is Roman purple. You're right. Oh, Happy Smile, you want me to try them on? Gift 20 subs and I will try them on for you. Happy Smile. It's a harder choice than the bikini pool. It is one. I feel like with the bikini pool, people really knew what they wanted to pick. It was a very clear and concise decision. But with this one, it's like we're picking for a purpose here. Like we want to look good. We want it to look good on camera. So there's that. Purple in the back. Black in the back. For real, I want to vote for all three of these. Well, the good news is it's summer and I can wear these throughout the summer. But we can only pick one for tomorrow's date. So it's a tough decision. You're absolutely right. Vote, guys. A couple seconds left. It looks like it's a tie. Oh my god, we're gonna have to do a tiebreaker. Vote, vote, vote! Oh my god, yay! We had a couple last second squeakers. We do have a winner! We have 2 people voted at the very last second. So now we don't have to do a tiebreaker. We got powder blue! And it matches my eyes. So it should be good, guys. It should be good. We have a winner! We have a chicken dinner! Awesome, guys. Democracy for the win! Missed the vote, but yay for powder blue. Okay, good, Bonnie. Good. I'm glad that at least the one that you liked won. So you're welcome, Texas Dave. Thanks for voting. Like an ice queen. Yeah, it's kind of icy. I do like that. All right. You will look incredible in that. Thank you, Atomic. All right, how should I style my hair? Hold on a second, guys. Solid voter turnout as well. I know, I like that too. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's put this up here for a second and let me go just put the dresses away. Hair pulled back. Okay, we've got to talk about this. How should I style my hair? Okay. Out of all of the styles that I always do, I'm one to switch up my hairstyles all the time. I'm not afraid of doing updos, curly, straight with a wave in it, braided, like you name it, I'll do it. But it might be hot and humid tomorrow. Keep that in mind. So if I straighten my hair, it might frizz up. It might frizz up a little bit. So keep that in mind. If you want it like pin straight, it might not stay like that the whole night. I like the down curly or wavy. Swan, thank you for the bits. Thank you, Swan. Princess Leia. So, Texas Dave, you mean the 2 buns on the top of my head? Team Flash, thank you for the follow. We could do that too. Should we do a vote for how I should style my hair? I think that's a good idea. So the Princess Leia style is like these two pigtails that I put into buns. Yeah, I think pull for the hairstyle. So the space buns, yeah, space buns are cute as fuck too. Okay, so this is my natural hair. We will call this wavy. I need to look at examples. McCheeto. Where can you find them? Maybe on Instagram? You can probably see some of my hairstyles on Instagram. She's not meeting Darth Vader. Come on, guys, that's true. Some people like hair down, right? So, big curl. When you say big curl, like with the Dyson, so I straighten it and then I put the big curls like that, like how I did for majority of like January, February, March. I don't exactly know what you mean by big curl, Maple. But yeah. Okay. I also like how you do for the wedding you went to last year. I didn't style that. Becca, I did not style that. It looked great, but that was professionally styled. I did not do it. I wish I could, but I cannot. Hi Dolce, welcome in. But I love that. And by the way, I'm going to Toronto next month, and I'm going to get my hair cut and styled again. So I'm going to go see my hairdresser and get a nice fresh cut, get a couple inches off maybe, and get her to style it that way. Oh, you could do it, Anne. You know what she used, Becca? She used a straightener and she curled the straightener. I have no idea how to do that. I am not an expert, but it does look great. Happy Saturday evening, Rotamal, welcome in. Okay, so we've decided on the dress. I like that for us. I like that. Alright, so this is what I'm wearing tomorrow for the e-dating battle royale. Should be good. Hairdo. Okay, how should we... Maybe I'll just decide for the hairdo tomorrow. Should I just pick it, or do you guys really want a say? What's tight curl, Maple? Have you seen me do that style before? Tight curl? What is that exactly? I don't care as long as it's not up. Okay. Okay. Surprise us, Anne. You choose it. Okay, okay. I say you choose. All right, deal. I will choose it. But Maple does not want it up, so you don't like the space buns. We want it down. Okay. I think for a first date, having your hair down is nice. If it's humid, do wavy. Exactly. If not, straighten it with some curls. Okay. All right. Straighten with some curls is plan A. Down and wavy is plan B. Slick close to the head. For a first date, Texas Dave, I think I want to show off my nice hair. I do like putting it up, but I want to show the contestants that I actually have long, beautiful hair. And if you have it up and slicked back, you can't really tell what it looks like. You could pick it since you know how much time and effort it will take. I'm with Maple Marie, just not down. Oh, just not down? You mean just not up? Atomic, you're saying just not up. You want hair down. Yeah. Hair down. Okay, hair down. That's a good point. Okay, hair down. We're gonna do hair down. It'll be humid as fuck here, yeah. So I might end up having to do it like this. Because the humidity. Slick down? Texas Dave, have you seen curly hair problems before? Do you know what curly hair is like? To slick it down is damn near impossible. It curls. I McDougal, welcome in. Sorry, up is down and down is up and left is north and and right is south. All right. I like it straight of some kind, but pick whatever you think is best because I really don't know. I'm going to try to straighten it, McCheeto. I like my hair straight, but sometimes weather permitting, humidity will not allow me to do that. So, how to call in the queue? Exclamation Discord McDougal. But yeah, weather permitting, I will try to have it down and straight. Natural wavy is really fun. Yeah, but you always want what you can't have. And this is like, you know, regular schmegular for me. Okay, we have a caller waiting. We've got Atomic. Thank you, everyone, for helping me pick the dress for tomorrow's date. I'm super excited. I might even paint my nails, put a little nude color on for you guys. So, you better bring your A game. Oh, yeah. He'll bring his A game. Cheers, chat. Thanks for helping. Okay. Welcome in, Atomic.
Good evening, Miss Ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. Wade is here. Hello, Wade. Wade, how have you been? Long time no see, Wade. We've missed you. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've been well, Wade. Hope you've been keeping well and busy. And I went to go get I went to the brewery where the ice cream shop is the other day, but the ice cream shop was closed, unfortunately. I was gonna pop by and get an ice cream, but it didn't end up happening. That dress will look great, and thank you, Coach Kurt. Chat helped me pick it out, so I'm sure it will look great too. But yeah, Wade, thank you so much for your sub. I hope you've been well. It's good to see you. Hope you've been keeping busy. And yeah, I popped into to go get an ice cream, but it was closed. Wah, wah, wah. So maybe another time, Wade. But cheers. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. All right. Oh, yeah, I'm on the up and up. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry.
I was going to say literal shout out to Gertie.
Is Gertie here? Oh, Wade. Yeah, exactly. Literal shout out to Gertie. I'm on the up and up. Should be good for the upcoming weekend. Sorry to interrupt. Oh, no problem whatsoever. You can interrupt anytime, and I'm glad you are on the up and up. I'm glad. So, we missed you, Wade. So glad that you're here. All right. So, my bad, Atomic. How have you been? Long time no talk to. Jokes.
First, no worries. You got to talk to the crowd. I mean, these are the people that support you. I totally get it.
Yeah.
I'm also glad to hear that you're doing better, Wade. And glad to see you back in chat. Personally, I'm doing all right. You know, same as. How about yourself?
Me? I'm doing okay. I'm trying to, have a good old time. And One Prong has MREs. Did you look at general chat?
I did. Yeah, we're negotiating.
Are you? Oh, good. Oh, good. That's exciting. That's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. There's I think I mentioned yesterday. There's a guy, I can't remember his entire name, but it's like something 1987 MRE or whatever. But he has a YouTube channel where he tries out all these MREs, and some of them are like 60 years old, and some of them are like 2 months old. But I've always wanted to try the flameless ration heaters. That's the chemical thing you put in the bag and add water, and it cooks your stuff.
Yep. That's what I used. Like, you can get them at Chinese grocery stores. You can even boil water and make rice with it. It's like a chemical packet. It reacts with water, causes a chemical reaction, and gets extremely hot and boils water. Upon contact with the water, it boils it. So it's pretty cool. I watched this. It's on TikTok, and it always plays the same music. Maybe you guys have seen it, chat. The music that plays is "I don't want to set the world on fire." I just want to be your desire, or something like that. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It sounds like this old lady singing. But anyways, the person eats these really old rations. Fallout. Yeah. And I actually saw it today. They had this cinnamon bun in a can. They took a can opener and opened it up, and it was a cinnamon bun, and it was still moist in the can. And it was like a 70-year-old cinnamon bun. Crazy. Insane.
Yeah, some of that stuff holds up amazingly, and some of it not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like
package I have
chocolate
has this
seems
one
to
here.
do pretty well.
Good. And one prong, he says the package that he has, it comes with its own heater. Good. Moist.
So one prong, are they 24-hour MREs or are they single serving?
It depends on the condition of the can. Welcome in, River. Cans.
And while he's responding to that, let me check my notes. So first, I wanted to say I thought it was awesome. You have like a creative consulting entourage here with your chat.
We really do. Thank you, Atomic.
That was pretty fun. I thought that was enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, this is a group effort. You know, I think you guys are all rooting for me. So why not? We'll play dress up. I'm like a doll, like a little doll. I think it's fun.
Yeah, you're like definitely like a doll, like some kind of real doll.
I'm a real girl. Yeah.
But sorry, that was that was a bad joke.
But so yeah, Atomic, you said that you've thought a lot about winning the lottery and what you would do with the money. Right?
Yeah, so I broke it down into 3 categories.
Okay.
Less than 5 million. I'm gonna put it all in retirement. 5 million is what I would need to pool about 125 grand a year in retirement, and I would live comfortably with that and be set for life.
Okay, so 5 million in savings. So basically what that would do is compound interest and keep you set for life.
And it wouldn't necessarily be savings. It would be IRAs and all those other
GICs,
financial investment
fiddle-dee-dees. Got you. But
Yep.
yeah, you wouldn't touch it. It would be compound interest, and making your money would make money. With that $5 million, you could comfortably live off of the interest.
Right. And I've got it set up so when I kick the bucket, my niece and my nephew, my sister's kids, will get 50-50 split of whatever's left, and that would give them a really nice nest egg.
Got you. Okay.
Over 5 million, the first 5 mil would go to what I said already. I think I would probably what's the word I'm looking for when you invest in stuff? Not entrepreneur, but like charitable stuff.
Humanitarian aid?
Philanthropist.
Oh,
Yeah.
You would be a philanthropist. Okay.
Yeah, so I would invest in small businesses and nonprofits and think tanks and stuff like that I personally felt were doing good for the world and that would make a difference.
Like startups.
Not just startups, but also nonprofit organizations. So I've always wanted to start a nonprofit for STEM for women. So that's science, technology, engineering, and math.
Yep.
Women are grossly underestimated in that field.
Yeah.
and I would love to be able to support women that want to go into that.
Got you.
And I picked that specifically because there's already tons of scholarships for underrepresented ethnicities and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But women tend to be the underrepresented of the underrepresented.
Interesting.
And I
Very interesting.
personally,
Mm-hmm.
I personally know some incredible people. I worked in a project. Uh, this would have been about 2013, 2014, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And I was working with some scientists in the Earth and Planetary Space college at the university I was at. One of them's now she's a director level person at NASA. Another one is an astronaut candidate for the European Union.
That's amazing.
And
Those are some very talented women, and they really just needed someone to be in their corner and give them a chance.
yeah, I mean they were absolutely brilliant. No questions asked about that. But like you said, they just the barriers needed to be removed. So I'm super proud of them, and that just makes me want to help more people.
Right. Interesting. Mr. Cairo says since the X Files, more women get into STEM. It's called the Scully effect. True thing. Never heard of it. When you first said STEM, I instantly went to stem cell research because we were speaking to Christian earlier. But then when you explained, I was like, oh, I know what STEM stands for. Got you, got you. And that absolutely makes sense. Because I know you have a background in that area, so you want to give women a chance. So you've met some brilliant women along the way. And you're right, it's absolutely sort of a male dominated industry. Yeah. So, really, Maple, did it end up helping him? Or I don't think we have a lot of knowledge in terms of like stem cell research. It's fairly new. It's not
I
very, yeah.
I mean, if we want to talk about stem cells, I can talk about that too. I got some on me right now.
Oh, you do actually. Yeah, let's talk about that, Atomic. Yeah, that's cool.
Um,
So,
all right, so I'll give a little bit of background. Not to, I don't want to get disgusting about it, but if anybody wants to ask any questions, feel free to. I've got a wound on the bottom of my big toe and my right foot that's about 3/10 of a centimeter deep. At one point, it was very close to getting down to the bone, and they were talking about sawing my toe off. But recently, I've been seeing a different doctor, and they've been giving me stem cell therapy, where they basically put down this. It's kind of like a lattice or a matrix that helps the stem cells stick, and then they put the stem cells on top of that, and it's actually been regrowing the skin on my toe and helping the wound heal.
and it's really
And I've been
helping
dealing
you.
with this for like 2 years now.
And it's the stem cell have really been helping, right? Like you've noticed a difference.
Yeah. The doctor says the wound is starting to heal, and it's really cool. Like they took these cells that didn't know what they wanted to do with their lives, and now they're becoming skin cells on my toe.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Retro, I would give a scholarship to the most promising performer of the year at my high school. Nice. But yeah, I'm glad to hear
Uh,
that, Atomic. Mm-hmm.
And no, Mr. Cairo, I do not have vials of stem cells just hanging around. I kind of think of the South Park episode with Christopher Reeves, where he's like breaking open babies and drinking their stem cells. It's not like that though.
Good to know. Good to know. Do you have so you would invest in STEM? What other things would you do with the money? Do you have like would you want to solve world hunger? Would you want to go to the moon or would you want to go to Mars? Would you want to like have you thought if you had infinite money Atomic, what would you want to do?
Okay, so that gets into the next tier.
Okay.
So there's over 5 million, I'd say maybe under 10 million. You know, that's the stuff I was just talking about, because you can burn through that in a fair amount of time. But the last category is ungodly amounts of money. Like if I won hundreds of millions or billions, I would definitely do some personal things. So I would absolutely get myself an airplane. I would get myself a property in the middle of nowhere that's off the grid and build a cabin, just like a one room open space cabin with a loft. And that would be my refuge.
Would you want
Um,
mountains? Would you want a lake? Why such a small cabin?
well, it doesn't necessarily have to be small. I just don't want walls, you know?
I see.
I just want
Open
a nice
concept.
open space. Yeah. Mountains would be nice. There definitely has to be water. Ideally, ocean. I don't know that you can build cabins on the beach though. So like a creek or a river or something like that I could fish in. Not that I'm a good fisher person, but I enjoy doing it.
It's relaxing.
And I would probably get uh like a converted U-Haul that had like an apartment in the back of it. I think we were talking about this the other day, but like a 24-foot or a 32-foot U-Haul. I could put a bed in and a couch and some basic stuff and just travel around the U.S. and Canada and stuff.
I've seen converted school buses.
Yes, yeah,
Those are interesting because you can drive, like, and they're long, right? So you can do like a whole bedroom, living room, dining room, washroom situation. But they're fairly easy to drive. They're not like a big ass RV on the road that's like oversized. You know what I mean? It's easier to drive. Big fan of bus life. Same. It's like a yacht. Like, I feel like the Sprinter vans are a little too small for me. I want a little more room. I feel like bus life would be good. Oh, hi, Chaz. I hope your sushi date went well. I look forward to our date tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Chaz. I look forward as well. We already picked out the dress. I won't show you, though. But we picked out what I'm going to wear as a community. It was fun. So. I would fund bread research to keep sandwiches from getting wet. Who likes soggy bread? No one, Biz. All right.
simply by the fact that you called them Sandos, I refuse funding you. I have the utmost respect for the Earl of Sandwich.
Denied. Unless dipped in soup.
Yes, au jus. I had a fantastic beef au jus, but that's kind of off topic. But it was a good sandwich.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely Sprinters too small. School bus would be great.
Yeah.
In the U.S., a lot of the older school buses are diesel manual and require a commercial driver's license.
Oh.
So that would be a little bit of a challenge there.
I think you need a school bus license, but it's easy to get. It's not like a D license or like a... I think it's easy to get a school bus license.
Yeah, I'm not sure the differences between Canada and US as far as that's concerned.
Hmm.
The other thing I would do is travel a lot, like just go places. And y'all can judge me, and I know this is sad, but I would hire a companion, not for sex or love or anything like that, just somebody to travel with that I could share the experience with and talk to and have a meal with or something like that.
And is she allowed to complain? Or does she just
She can
have
do
to...
whatever. I mean, she's a human being. She can do whatever she wants.
But if you hired her for companionship, most likely you want her to be in a good mood all the time, right? And be like the best traveling buddy.
That would be ideal, but if she's not happy, I can go hire another companion.
I can go buy her. That's true. You've got infinite funds at this point. Would you prefer a bus or a private jet, Atomic?
Oh, that's a tough question. Well, no, it's not a tough question. A private jet, absolutely. It's something like Air Force One, fitted out with a bedroom and an office and all that stuff. But is that responsible? I don't know. And that shit gets real expensive. Like a bus, you're talking maybe 200 to 250,000 if you get like a super top end, like wipes your butt kind of bus. If you're looking at a Cessna Citation or a Learjet or something like that, you're talking tens of millions. And as awesome as that would be, I would rather spend the money somewhere else.
Right. Mr. Cairo, I think he would pay this life partner as a companion. Yes. Like Tony Stark's plane? Oh, that has all of the bells and whistles. Would you have to hire a pilot? Actually, Atomic is a pilot. He has his pilot's license. Lady Wadnima, thank you for the lurk. Oh.
Hello, lady.
Hi, lady.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I hope you've been well, lady. But yes.
Yes, I could get rated to fly it myself. I would hire a pilot though. Just because, I don't want to have to fly my luxury airplane when I could be sleeping in the bed or
very true.
Doing shots or whatever.
Right, you don't want that hassle.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking 747. That's way too huge. I think you have to get those from the Qatari government these days. I'm looking more at like a Cessna Citation or a dual engine, maybe 10 to 12 passenger jet.
Yeah. Lady Wanima, I hope you've been good, girl. I hope you've been keeping well. And love you, lady. Love you. John Travolta. A private 747 kitted out would start at about 400 million. Wait, that's not even, a 747's not even like a G6 or whatever, G7, like a super fast jet. A 747 is kind of basic, no?
I mean, Air Force One is the 747, so it has a ton of room. But see, Air Force One can hold up to 100 people, and they have sleeping arrangements for the crew and for media and all that stuff. I wouldn't need something that big.
Heading to bed. Been a long day. All right, lady. Thank you so much for the lurk, and sweet dreams, lady. Yeah, 747. A Boeing 747 definitely has room to party.
Yeah, I meant like you could designate the upper deck for barfing, and then everybody else could just get drunk on the lower deck.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, I don't need that much. Yacht, maybe. I would definitely like to go on the sea. And you were talking about being in the middle of the Pacific, no lights, anything like that. I honestly think that would be a life-changing experience. I'd love to do that someday.
I think so. I think it'd be very scary though. In the middle of nowhere, if something goes wrong, you are SOL. It's make or break at that point. You're down because like this Phoenix guy who sailed from Seattle to Hawaii. There's so many like nights where he's just down there and the waves, it's just creaking. The boat is just creaking back and forth. Pitch black, the middle of the night. And like, if you think about it, like you're down literally in the water. Like you're literally like going through the ocean. No one to save you, no help. It's just It's kind of like you're in the middle of outer space. You feel like you're about this big. You know, you're minute. It's definitely a surreal feeling, and you're right, Atomic. It would be life changing. Yes. So yeah, all alone, not the same. If you won at 250-foot yacht with 20 crew. Yeah, exactly. If you're manning it all by yourself with your cat versus a crew doing it, absolutely would be a different situation. I would do the crew. I would like to have the crew do all the work, and I would just hang out on the yacht for sure. That's great. Let the professionals handle that shit. But it would be a completely different experience. Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about too. I'm not talking about sailing my own ass. I'm talking about having a five member crew, a captain, some galley people, that kind of stuff.
Right. Love you too,
And
ladies. Sweet dreams.
It's a great seg when you talk about space. I think we both know, and anybody in chat that knows me knows that I would do that in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
If I could do the William Shatner thing and even get to low Earth orbit, and yeah, so that would be on the top of my list. I think those are the big ticket items that I would probably do.
Right.
After that, I think it would all be investment and charity. Like I'd come on Twitch, I'd have like $1,000 a day that I decide I'm going to spend on Twitch, and I would just drop $1,000 worth of subs or tips or something like that for streamers that I think are awesome.
Right. That's kind of into like the whole you see potential in like a startup business or whatever, and not startup, but philanthropy. You see potential, and you keep people's dreams alive, basically. So
I mean, I want to take care of my family, but I don't have much of a family, and I can't take it with me when I'm dead. So,
right.
I would use enough to keep myself entertained, and everything else would go to a cause. I don't know. Maybe I could buy an election someday.
I mean, it's been done. It's been done. I don't think that's off the bingo cards. Biz, it was a joke. I don't know why you are so upset. Why you're taking things so personally, Biz, over a joke. So.
Yeah, it was definitely a joke, and Seg is actually spelled Segue. So.
Well, thanks, Atomic. Thanks for really reiterating and reiterating that. But yes.
Sorry, my I think I have a little bit of the tism coming out today.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's got to be that summer solstice sun, right? Yeah. Well, yeah. He's poking it all right. Becca is.
No, Becca, I am the bear.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't even give a shit anymore. I'm here for the ride. I'm fucking here for the ride. I just let this shit crash and burn. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. Chat, cheers. I think that's the beer talking, by the way. I'm a couple beers deep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
No, Segway Cairo is the two-wheeled device that will automatically drive you around.
Yeah. Oh, Becca says you do like a good poke, I'm sure. Don't we all? Don't we all, Becca?
I'm blushing now, Becca. I thought we weren't going to talk about that in public.
Cheers, Swan. Cheers. What are you drinking tonight, Swan? Are you having your favorite beer? Out of curiosity. The one that I saw in the picture. Cheers. Cheers, Becca. Becca, are you having some Crown and Mountain Dew? Peach Crown and Mountain Dew.
And for those who are wondering, I'm just joking with Becca. She's a very loyal person to her partner in life, so just a joke.
Just a joke. Yes, yes. We joke around these parts, guys. We joke around these parts, so please don't take things anything too seriously. We're just all here to have a good time. It's all shits and gigs. So, no, but I had some margaritas before I got to stream. Let's go. Nice, Becca.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Ah, okay. I finished all my favorite ones, but right now I'm sipping on some JDs. Nice. Cheers, Swan. Cheers. By the way, I love your little alien for 50,000 bits. That's my favorite bits badge. It's like a little pixelated alien and I love it. The yin yang is also pretty nice too. All about balance. But yeah. Okay, I think you've thought of it well, Atomic. I think you've thought of, you even kind of mapped it out of, okay, if I was to win 5 million, 50 million, or, you know, a billion or $1 trillion. So you kind of you checked all the boxes there.
Yeah, I think so. So I came in a little late because I was waiting for an Amazon delivery. So if you don't mind, for my edification, can you summarize what you would do?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even really mention it too much, but I would buy property probably on the West Coast with the mountains, like white capped mountains with water. Okay, 100% big, like contemporary style cabin with a lot of like wall to wall windows. Just like honestly, I want to see it all and be in nature, but be inside my home. Do you know what I mean? Like sip coffee. Of course, I would have a deck and whatnot as well to sit outside.
Okay.
But if I wanted to be like sitting on my couch, the privacy and the comfort of my own home, I could just like see and I don't want to see a neighbor. I only want to see nature, water, snow-capped peaks, possibly some deer or a bear running around, and yeah, just be fully immersed in nature.
Okay, can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
So would you want like a fully furnished cabin with like, 70-inch LCDs and all the toys and all that kind of stuff, or would you want more of a rustic, low technology kind of thing?
Fully furnished, because you would
Gotcha.
have the best of both worlds. You could like have the technology there to do your work and host parties and like have technology at your fingertips, but you could also, if you didn't want that, you could have the willpower to put that away and just be one with nature. So you'd have the best of both worlds there. But also, so that would be just like a little destination on the West Coast as like a cabin. I would want another property somewhere warmer, a little more tropical, maybe in Italy, southern Italy or Portugal, maybe even like something more of like with more conveniences, like restaurants downstairs and shopping, maybe even like a penthouse in NYC. Because I've been watching a couple people, like, yes, NYC, especially Manhattan, is extremely busy. But once you get up like 100 stories above the city, it's actually quite quiet. You don't hear any noise. There's no city noise anymore. You're above it all. And you can choose to go down and be in the heart of the commotion. But if you want to get away from it, you can just go upstairs to your penthouse 100 stories up, or whatever it is, and be away from it all. That's kind of a nice luxury. I like that. So, would you pay to take a trip into space? Like the whole SpaceX, where you're kind of just leaving the Earth's atmosphere and I think they're only up there for half an hour. Probably not. I mean,
yeah, I don't know about SpaceX since their last spaceship exploded 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Maybe Blue Origins.
Oh, is that that's the Virgin The Virgin guy, right?
No, that Blue Origins is Bezos.
Oh.
It's Virgin something. Virgin Galactic, I think, is
Yeah.
the Virgin Airlines guy, but we haven't
Mm.
heard much from him.
Mm. But I mean, if it was only like a little half an hour thing, yeah, maybe if I had infinite money, but I would probably want to go up there for a little bit longer. Like, that's just a taste. I would want to maybe go up on like the international like space station and actually hang out there for
Oh, hell yeah.
that would be, I think, a better grasp of what it's like versus just being buckled into your seatbelts and leaving the atmosphere for 20 minutes to half an hour. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same.
I mean, there's so many cool things that you would experience. First, you'd age slower than everybody else on the planet Earth.
Yes.
You'd also get 10 times worth of your lifetime radiation, but you'd be able to pee with no gravity. And I'm not sure what that feels like, but it would be an awesome thing to experience.
Mm-hmm. They also still have to work out at the space station. Otherwise, they lose, like, they get muscle atrophy.
Yes.
So they have to actually work out hard. Otherwise, they will completely lose all of their bone density. Yeah, and muscle mass. Exactly, Mr. Cairo. It's massive.
And your spine stretches a little bit too because
Yeah,
you
you
don't
get
have
taller.
gravity pulling. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you could
But have
get
you
an inch
seen
or two.
Have you seen when those people on the space station, after a year of being up there, when they land, they get that capsule down and they land and gravity is so heavy for them, they can't even really sometimes like get up and walk. Everything is so like forced. It looks so crazy. I would love to try that. Like that's more of like, I feel like a real true taste of what space is like. Welcome in, Grunt. Yeah, a ski lodge in the slopes of Mount Olympus. Exactly, Grunt. Yes. But yeah, that's what I would like to try. One week on the International Space Station, Diddy party style? How many bottles of baby oil would we need?
Right, I was just going to say, I don't think you can have that much baby oil in an enclosed gravity-free location.
Too many particles that would be flying everywhere.
Yep. And also, it'd be a lot harder to beat the woman that you're with.
Also, there's already like less friction. Exactly, it would be really hard because there's not as much friction. You know what I mean? I don't feel. Also, how would you really pound it? If we're really gonna get into it here, how are you gonna pound it with no gravity? There's no pounding anything.
There's got to be some duct tape and some Velcro gloves involved or something.
Yeah, you're just like floating together. Two beings floating
together.
down.
I'm going.
You know what? Do you think? Come to think of it, you know how there's different countries represented on the International Space Station. You ever think there's been some hanky-panky that has gone on?
I mean, the Mile High Club is a thing. Why wouldn't the 100-mile High Club be a thing too?
I feel like you're absolutely right. They're up there. They're lonely. They're bored. Come on. They're going to make it work. They're going to make it work. So
I
you
just
kill
hope
the station. Yeah.
I hope they're wearing a glove. Otherwise, you have all that stuff just floating around. You don't want to be strapped into your sleeping thing and have a bit of the man goo hits you in the face or something.
Yeah, very true. They do strap into their sleeping bags. It would be no different than in a pool. Yeah, but you can't really get clean. Like their showers are different there. Like it would be difficult. Heck, even the washroom situation is unique on the space station.
Pools and water have resistance, and it also washes away natural lubrication. So I think it would definitely be a lot different than being in a pool.
Yeah. Shy is saying get a sex swing. I agree. Those swings probably would come in handy. They would come in very handy.
Yeah, but there's no gravity to pull the swing down, so.
Oh, that's true.
Like, what would happen?
There's no swinging. There's no swinging there, Shy. You wouldn't do anything. Good point.
you need some rubber bands, like wrap one of those elastic bands around her stomach or his stomach, depending on your preferences,
Right.
and
Blanco,
hope the
welcome in. Blanco says my safe word is harder. That's horrible.
Oh, this is terrible. How do we go from asking you how you would spend an ungodly amount of money to imagining sex on the ISS?
I don't know where our minds have wandered. I really don't. It's late at night. Cheers, chat. It's late at night, but these are the real questions that I ponder. I do ponder. I feel like some hanky panky has gone on the ISS.
That's fair, Bianco. I'm pretty sure we are all at heart.
Right. So I don't know.
Well,
Biz.
that's not true. I like to get
Biz
pegged
is
anywhere,
still salty.
honestly.
Atomic. That's a good response. Biz is still salty. Okay. But yes, Atomic, I better let you go because there's more callers hanging out.
Okay.
In
yep,
the
definitely.
waiting room. But thank you so much for calling in.
To you.
Always a pleasure. Always. And good to know what you would do if you won big. Very interesting.
I'd take care of you, sister. I'd take care of you.
Good answer. That's what I wanted to hear. Thanks for calling in, Atomic. We'll see you in chat.
If I miss you tomorrow, good luck and have fun. And yeah, peace out.
Thank you, Atomic. Much appreciated. I hope you could join tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific. But if you can't, it's all good. No worries. You know where to find me. So take care, Atomic. All right, W caller. Thank you, Atomic. Thanks for calling in. Very interesting. I do want to get to another caller that we have waiting. So let's bring in the next guest, shall we? Greetings and welcome. You are live and on. And oh, Swan, thank you for the subs. Let's go. Thank you for the 5. Perfect timing. Thank you, Swan. Welcome in, caller. Who are we speaking with right now?
This is the Cyber Detective.
Oh, hi, Cyber Detective. Thanks for calling in. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Happy summer solstice.
Happy summer solstice to you too.
So tell us, if you were to win the lottery, what would you do with the money?
Okay, so the first thing is I would not tell anybody for a while. Like, that's gonna be like the first thing. Like, I have to keep it a secret for as long as I can.
And how long is that? In the States, is it up to a year before you have 1 year to claim, or?
Yeah, I think it's 1 year to claim it.
Yeah. Okay.
But what I mean
Same
is,
as Canada.
even if I claim it, I'm still gonna try to keep it a secret for as long as I can.
Don't you have to take a photo though? Like in certain states, don't you? Because I think Swan said earlier that like certain states you have to disclose that you won. Like your name is actually out there in the records.
Not in my state. I live in the state of New Jersey, so in the state of New Jersey you can claim anonymously. Like it'll still be on like some public record, but like they will not make like one of those big ass announcements for you if you would choose not to.
I see. So you're lucky that you live in New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah, California. Yeah, you're gonna have the press conference no matter what.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So,
only 15 states you can stay completely anonymous. All right. I know that here in Canada you have to take a photo. I don't know if they disclosed your name, but I know some people try to stay anonymous in the photo, so they'll put on like sunglasses or they'll wear a hoodie and like just have their eyes showing because you have to take a photo.
Yeah, if you gotta take the photo, like they gotta put your name on it.
Yeah. So, okay, but you'll try to stay as anonymous as possible for as long as possible. Understandable. Yeah.
And then the next step is like I'm gonna like not spend it until after tax day, like maybe like a couple of months after tax day, because here in the U.S. like they will take federal tax, and in my state they will take state tax out of it.
So, let's say you get $10 million. You're
you
not
will
cashing it
lose.
out? You won't cash it out until after tax day?
No, I mean like after you claim it.
Okay.
Like once you get the check, that counts as income. So like you
So
gotta pay it. You gotta pay that tax.
so you don't want to claim it until after tax day.
No, I mean like I'm not gonna start spending any of it until after tax day. I mean after I claim it. You catch what I'm saying?
So you're just saying that would be like tax like anything else.
Like it counts
Right.
as discount. It counts as income.
Right. So like you're just saying you're trying to avoid paying tax in general. Like even so like that's say that like that would be like avoiding tax off of your paycheck.
I'm not avoiding the tax. Like what I'm trying to avoid is like losing the money right before I have to pay the tax for it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because like a lot of these lottery winners, like they tend to lose the money like in a short time after winning. You hear all these stories of people like going broke even after winning like a crap ton of money from the lottery.
Got you. Yeah, okay. But don't you
Yeah,
have
so,
to like isn't like wait, cyber detective, isn't tax like don't you have to pay tax on your winnings? Like there's no really
Yeah, you
getting
gotta pay
away
tax.
from that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm just saying, like I don't want to like lose like everything right before I have to pay the tax. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Because if
I see what you mean. Kel, I'm super excited for tomorrow. Yep.
So like,
Super
it's like
excited.
depending on when exactly I claim it, like maybe before the next year's taxes. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
like,
Okay.
so I got to pay the tax, which is like what 37% federal tax, and in my state it's 10% state tax.
Wow. Almost
So
50% gone.
yeah,
Wow. Okay.
and
Well,
then the
thank
next
you,
step is
Kel.
after that. So after that, like I go to like maybe the nearest quarter, which is like maybe 25 mil, depending on what the actual final payout will be. I go like the nearest 25 or so, and
Okay.
that's going to be like shifted away to like other stuff, either savings, investments, or whatever. And then the rest will be my play money, which I get to spend on anything I want
Okay, let's get into your play
immediately.
money. All right,
Yeah.
immediately. Let's get into your play money. What would you spend it on?
I just bought a car like this month, so I got to pay that loan off real quick.
Okay. All right.
That's the
Pay
first
off
step
the
right
car
there.
loan. Okay. First
Yeah.
thing. What type of car did you get, by the way?
I bought a 2025 Toyota Corolla Hybrid.
Ooh, nice choice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Sounds very fuel efficient as well.
Yeah, so like the millions would definitely cover my gas.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so got
So
that
you'll pay
part.
off your car. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably
What else?
get a decent apartment for a bit.
Just an apartment.
Yeah, just for now. Like
Just a
I'll have
decent
plenty of
apartment
time.
for now. Okay.
Yeah, just at the meantime until I could plan everything else.
Okay. Where would you get this decent apartment?
Somewhere nearby, to be honest, in the state.
Okay, so you don't want to change your state. You would still keep your job. You would try to keep as much stability as possible and keep things the way that they were.
Yeah, for the short term.
Okay. Are you sure you'd be able to contain it? If you just won $10 million in the lottery, you would show up to work every day and like nothing happened?
I could keep secrets.
I don't
I'm
know,
not a big
man.
spender. I'm not a very big spender.
I
So,
just
like,
think that like, yo, my boss tells me, and work harder, say fuck you at that point. Like, I'm not putting up with anyone's bullshit if I just won the lottery and I don't have to be there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
And also,
I think...
my boss is my brother. So,
Oh,
and
okay.
I rarely
So,
talk anyway. So, I rarely talk to him anyway. Because at my job, I rarely talk to anyone else because it's just me and my brother. And what I do, I kind of do on my own at his job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just me and him, and he does his thing. I do my thing, and I don't really interact with him that much during work unless he asks me to do something.
right. I also agree with you, Atomic. You're not a big spender because you don't have $10 million. Like the way you're speaking right now is like, okay, I'd pay off my car, makes sense. I would get a little temporary apartment, to make do
Yeah.
for now. Like, okay. What about your big dreams? What about after the temporary apartment? What would you do? Like, what would your final spending be?
Okay, so first off, like, well, with the play money.
Yes.
Okay, second of all, I probably would definitely like to fly you down here.
Hey, with the Riz. I didn't see that one coming, Cyber
hey,
Detective.
Might as well use it to have fun, you know?
Might as well use it to have fun. Would you just fly me down there, or would you fly would you fly a lot of gals? a lot of gallivanting.
Depends on who wants it.
Depends on who wants. Listen, well, here's the thing. If you're tight-lipped, it might be people are probably like, fuck it. But if you're like, yo, I just won the lottery, baby.
I mean,
you might get a lot of biters.
If you're someone I just met, like, I wouldn't tell you how much I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's pretend like we just met, and I would just bring you around here, down here to the Jersey Shore. Depending on what time of the year it is. If it's like the summertime, I could take you down to the beach.
Yeah.
I
used to watch Jersey Shore all the time. I would love to see the shore, the Jersey Shore. Heck, I wonder if you could even rent the apartment, like the house.
You can.
Yeah, that actually, all of the Jersey Shore cast members stayed in. That would be a trip. With the duck phone? Do you guys know the duck phone? It was a Mallard duck phone. It was funny. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah. Fun fact though, I actually live near where the situation that got married, like the actual venue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I drive by that every day. So I know where he got married.
Oh, that's really awesome. Yeah. And his house is beautiful. I thought you were gonna say you live near his house. I'd be like, yo, you're ballin'. You're ballin'. Yeah, because his house is crazy.
In that part of town.
Yeah. Okay, so cabs are here. A little GTL action. All right. Sugo Sunday. Last time I was in AC, I was robbing old people of their social security checks at the poker table. Atlantic City? Excuse me.
That's why I first started gambling.
Really?
Yeah. And ironically, in the Trump casino.
I was thinking that. I think he had a few casinos in it. Didn't he go bankrupt from them though? But
yeah, he did.
Yeah. So and true story, really. What? Shut up. No, that's not true. Don't lie, Atomic. In game.
They actually just demolished one of his casinos recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Buy the company you work for and fire your asshole boss, Atomic. Atomic works for himself. Atomic is his own boss. It absolutely
buy
is.
Himself out.
Yeah, buy yourself out. Okay, so what else would you do?
See what else?
What about any philanthropy? What about any humanitarian aid? Would you try to solve? I feel like there'd be more people calling in and being like, okay, I would solve world hunger. With X amount of, if you had Elon Musk money, okay, he could solve world hunger. He could literally stop that right now. He could do that.
He could, but he's not.
He's not. I'm not going to even start with that. But what I'm saying is, if you had X amount of dollars, you could do something so prominent as doing that, as being the person to abolish world hunger. I feel like there was really no callers tonight that had a definite thing that they would actually want to change in the world. You know what I mean?
I think the problem with trying to solve world hunger is there's so many factors at work and trying to actually solve that problem. First of all, we have a very growing population that grows pretty much by the billions every decade. So it's going to be hard to analyze how much food it will be needed to feed such a population
Mm-hmm.
without losing some and all that. And also keep in mind, like, people's diets are very different, so they're gonna have like it's hard to like pinpoint how much of what to feed a certain type of people, because there's gotta be like you gotta have your vegans, you gotta have your vegetarians, your what's that one with the fish?
Pescatarians.
Pescatarians. Yeah, you got all that. Then you have the full on carnivores and all that. So you
Mm-hmm.
gotta have a problem like satisfying all their dietary needs as well.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
especially, yeah, and you can have also people who are medically have medical problems that prevent them from eating actual food. So you got to deal with that problem as well.
Life
Like,
is like a hurricane. Anyway.
yeah,
A woo woo. Da 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 DuckTales. A woo. Someone said that they would get gold coins, fill up a swimming pool, and go swimming in it like DuckTales. Like Mr.
that would hurt.
Scrooge. Yeah, you
If
would
you saw,
probably break bones. Yeah.
I mean, if you saw like that one episode of Family Guy where Peter actually imagined himself as Scrooge McDuck and tried diving into a vault full of gold coins, he ended up breaking all his bones.
Mmm.
Yeah,
Ouch. Yeah, yeah. So in theory, chat, in theory, but let's not actually do it.
yeah, coins
Okay.
are not fluid.
Right, right. Yeah, it would hurt once. And then anyway.
Hmm.
Okay, so anything else, Cyber Detective, that you would do with your winnings?
Yeah, so going into like the nearest 25 that I've set aside. Most of that, I think, at least 5 million, I could probably put in a high yield savings account and use that to generate my own income. Because I think 5 million, depending on how big the account is, I think APY is like around maybe 3.6%. So you could be getting every year around maybe less than 100,000 additional a year,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
depending if I don't touch it or not.
Right.
And I'm already a stockholder in some aspects, so I could be making a lot of investments,
Got you.
mostly in tech,
Mm-hmm.
because definitely have a lot of stocks in tech and what else am I in? Pharmaceutical too. I invest in some pharmaceutical companies as well,
Got you.
so definitely work on the health of some things as well. But I agree with some people that you should never invest more than half of what you have on actual stocks, because you will tend to lose that if there's ever a crash.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
But definitely, like, I would keep like a lot of like cash aside in a high yield savings account, so that even though I won't use it, that money will grow and grow and grow as time goes on, and in case I ever do need it, is right there.
Right.
In case my play money runs out, I could have like other cash right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. It seems like you've thought about this a lot. You've thought about this you've thought about it well. You've thought it
Yes.
through. You thought it through.
Mhm.
But yes, so Cyber Detective, thank you so much for calling in.
Okay.
And we have one more caller that I have to get to before we close up shop,
Okay.
before the stream ends. But yeah, thanks for calling in and letting us know what you would do if you won the lottery.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks. Take care.
You too.
Bye, Cyber. All right, that was Cyber Detective. Thank you for calling in. All right, we have one more caller. So the queue is closed after this, guys. All right, let's wrap this one up. Wade, oh, I like how you waited. Wade with the 25, and he waited. Wade! W to Wade. Thank you so fucking much, Wade. Wade, thank you. We missed you. I hope you've been well. Thank you. And you waited so patiently to drop that in between calls as well. So that was very thoughtful of you to wait. So thank you for that, Wade. Thank you for the 25 bomb. Much appreciated, Wade. And do you still have that churros beer? Because don't lose it on me, okay? Save me that churros beer. I want to try it, okay? Now you got my hopes up to try it. And I will, I promise I will, I want to come for ice cream. Just, do you have maple walnut? Do you have maple walnut ice cream? Hi, first time chatter. Welcome in. Nice. Congratulations on your gift sub, Mighty Jane. So, yes, for sure. Oh, good. Make sure you get some. Keep me that churros beer and keep a tub of maple walnut ice cream stocked. But yeah, Wade, thank you so much for the 25. Mighty Jane, thank you for the follow. Churros beer? Yeah, it was made for Cinco de Mayo. It was like this experimental beer for Cinco de Mayo. And I want to try it. He had it for me and I didn't end up getting it. So, yeah, I want him to keep the churros beer. Don't keep it for me. But Wade, thank you so much for all the love. Much appreciated. Cheers. Yeah, so a Swan. Welcome in, Ash. On the rumba beat. Chick chicky boom, chicky boom. Chick chicky boom. Chick chicky boom. Cheers. Thank you, Swan. Thank you so much for the bits, Swan. Let's go, guys. Let's go, Baba Joe. Let's go, Baba Joe. We have a hype train close. Very close. Very close. So, who's gonna be the hero? We need a hero. But yeah, okay, sure. Cheers. Thank you for the bits, Swan. Becca was our hero. I was wondering who it was. I was like, thank you. Oh my god. You guys are heroes too. But Becca, you did it. Atomic, thank you. Wade, thank you. Also, I've got to get you on a cauliflower. Wade? Thank you, Atomic. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, we gotta get Wade. Lower than noob, you're a hero too. Lower than noob. Welcome in with a little pickle dance action. Thank you, Becca, for getting us started. Lower than noob, Wade and Atomic. W. Wade. A W is for Wade. We got Wade on a cauliflower and Atomic. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Samir Khan, for the follow as well. Alright, let's get Atomic and Wade on the wall. Thanks, guys, for the love. A level 7 hype train. Let's fucking go. Thank you, guys. All right. I think I'm on the wall twice. You are, Atomic. You are. It's all good. Thank you, Wade. Guys, thank you so much for the love. Okay. Oh, Daniel Wong, you're still here? Nice, Daniel. It's late for you in the UK. What are you doing up so late, Daniel? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Same for you, Mr. Cairo. It's late for you. Curse your rotten tits. That's what they all say, Swan. That's what they all say. Thank you so much, Swan, for the bits and also brought us into a level 8 hype train. Curse your rockin' tatas. All right, shall we bring on... Oh, they're gone. They left. Whoopsies. Okay, never mind. I apologize to, I don't know if they're still in the chat. What's their name? It was, fuck, I forget who it is. It's somebody. I apologize. They were kind of here and they left, and then they were here again and they left again. So, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, the queue is closed for the night. Alright, we're disconnecting. We're disconnecting. Let's ride the train to Pumpkin Time. That's what we're doing. We're riding the train to all aboard to Pumpkin Time Express, Saturn. That's exactly what we're going to do because we have quite the day tomorrow. We're going to be wearing this dress. I'm going to get all gussied up. I'll even paint my nails. And I haven't figured out how I'm going to do my hair, but we'll do something. I don't think they really wanted to come on. Yeah, I mean, they're not really a regular in the community, so not that that's a huge issue, but yeah, they left and they came back, and then they left and came back again, so I was gonna bring them on, but they left again when the hype train was happening, so it is what it is. Cornrows and cornrows. Whoop whoop. Yes, so I'm excited for tomorrow, guys. It was a W stream. So we'll have another good stream tomorrow with the collab chat. So that should be fun. It's 5 o'clock in the morning? Could not sleep. And Mr. Cairo, what are you doing up so late? It's extremely late in the UK. I guess it's the weekend though. So 'tis the weekend. Listen, Atomic, if you build it, they will come. Okay? If you build it, they will come. If you have an E-date, they will come. Do you have a tiara? We can do Queen Anne. No. I don't have a tiara. I do, but I'm not going to wear one for the date. Queen Anne's lace. No, I want to look normal, alright? One prong, keep me normal. Keep me regular schmegular. Don't put me up on a pedestal. And I just want to connect with all of the viewers, but please, everyone, keep in mind, because I won't have a chance to say this tomorrow. We are picking for love, alright? That is our number one task. I won't say it tomorrow because I'll be in front of the people who are in it for money and in it for love, so I don't want to like say anything tomorrow. So wink wink nudge nudge. You know what I mean? A little wink wink nudge nudge. Not love of the money? No, not love of the money, Flair. We're in it for love, not money. Pick love. Okay, I'm not going to mention it tomorrow, Coach Kurt, so I just want to have them give me the rundown because, Coach, we're going to be choosing, like, I'm going to give them names and they're going to vote the people off. They're going to vote contestants off. So I want them to vote the right people off. There's nothing normal for you, Hot Ann. Stars are not normal. I'm a star, a burning ball of gas. I have never seen you wear nail polish. Really, Biz? You haven't been around here long enough then. You have not been around here during my nail art days. I'm not sure when you joined. You have a gifted sub from Little Man. Oh, you've been subbed for 6 months. So you've been around here for around 6 months. You're right, Biz. I don't think I've had nails in the last 6 months. That's pretty well just like the beginning of 2025. You're right, I haven't had nails since probably early 2024. Hi, first time chatter. You're dealing with low tier people? There will be no love. How do you know, Ice Cold, that I'm dealing with low tier people? You don't know who the contestants are yet. That's a bold statement. We could be dealing with top tier people. You don't know that, Ice Cold. I feel like your heart is a little jaded. Okay? You have to be open-minded, Ice Cold, in order to find love. If you have walls up, you will never find love. Okay? You'll never find... So Ice Cold. You will never find love that way. Okay? You've got to keep open-minded. Okay? You never know where you're going to find the love of your life. Okay? But yes, so, guys, W stream tonight. Thanks for hanging out. W callers, thank you everyone. I apologize to my last caller who I couldn't get to. You ended up dipping out before I could get to you. I was gonna get to you, but it's all good. It's getting late, and I know that. It's getting late. So, thank you everyone for the W stream tonight. Thanks for helping me pick out my lovely powder blue dress. I'll paint my nails as well and do my hair and makeup. And I will be ready for a date tomorrow at 9 p.m. And yeah, low tier people rock and roll with the Twitch outhouse. There you go, rock and roll. But yeah, all right, let's get this show on the road. And when I say show, I mean this. So, if you don't find love tomorrow, my invitation would still stand. But Cyber, you haven't won the lottery yet. You didn't win the lottery, so how is that gonna work? Good night, Coach Kurt. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Thank you for all the love. Wade, you are the VIP of the night. Thank you, Wade. And also thank you to Riker. Actually, both of you, I think, are tied. Actually, Wade wins, I think. I don't know. But thank you so much, Wade, for stopping by. We missed you. Cheers, Wade. Cheers. And I promise I'll come for ice cream and save me that churros beer. But yeah. Love will find a way, Cyber Detective. In the words of David Attenborough, love will find a way. Will, thank you for staying till the very end. That's very kind of you, Will. Good night, everybody. Thank you for all of the subs. Thank you for all of the bits. Thank you for all of the callers today. Great topic. Maple Marie, thank you for the suggestion for the topic. It was a W stream. And good night, Lower the Noob. Thank you to my moderators as well. Love you all. Also, Hawker's here and already went to bed. Good night, Retro. Good night, Wade. Churro Nomo. Good night, Becca. Good night, Flare, Lower the Noob. Good night, Ice Cold. That screen is wild, is it? I'm a wild gal, Ice Cold. Good night. Good night, Grunt. And did I say One Prong? And Becca? And Saturn? And Coach Kurt? And Swan. Good night, Swan. Good night, Atomic. W stream tonight. Thank you, Atomic. Thanks for participating. Good night, Shy. I'm glad that you're safe. I've been napping in and out of consciousness. That's okay. Glad that you're safe. Good night to Biz. Thanks for joining tonight, Biz. Good night Moon. Good night, Stars. Good night, Summer Solstice. Good night, longest night or longest day of the year. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. 9 p.m. Eastern. Right here